I was born on my back, so I'm really lazy. But I'm right to go.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Equinox. Thank you for that intro, Clint. We love
I thought
you.
he was just going to say, I was born. That's the end of the sentence. He's done. I was, in fact, born.
Yep.
You were, in
Fun
fact,
fact
born.
about me, I was born at an incredibly young age.
Well, that's incredible. Who would have guessed? Anyway, welcome everybody to Equinox, a weekly Dungeons and Dragons game. Well, mostly weekly Dungeons and Dragons game, featuring these lovely people here, some of whom even have guest appearances on other Twitch shows and things like that, like Ship of the Line, which is a Star Trek game, Power Rangers, got to think about this, Monster of the Week, various other Dungeons and Dragons games, but basically... Hi, Russ. How are you? But
I honestly thought to myself, no one's in Power Rangers here, and then I remembered that you were in Power Rangers.
I'm in Power Rangers.
I was like, wait a minute.
Amazing.
You're in Power Rangers.
I'm in Power Rangers, and you can join myself, Dusty, and the Realm of Russ over on Monster of the Week. You can join Rosewood, Left Foot Kevin, and myself on Ship of the Line on Sunday night. We are on a brief hiatus because our GM and our wonderful evil one is unfortunately unwell at the moment. And so he is taking a brief medical hiatus. So you will be able to catch up on all of that. But if you like what we do, you can catch more of this over on my YouTube channel of the same name, Boomeadow. You can catch up on all the 19 previous episodes of Equinox that have happened before. So I know
already.
You are up to episode 20. Hopefully he's on the mend soon. Yeah, no, he's doing all right. He's doing all right. He just needs to be somewhere where the doctors can tell him everything that he isn't wrong with him, basically. Is the nicest way to put that. But anyway, yeah, so that's pretty much the everything. Oh, also, if you like wicked cool merch, you should buy
Steveman merch.
Steveman merch, yeah.
Merch.
Steveman.
Steveman.
I like Steveman as the
Steveman.
I don't have the cool video that Uzumeka and Evil One have that sell the Evil One merch, unfortunately. So, but I also promised that I would not do that. But apparently,
no, it's unfortunately it's a legal obligation now. It's really out of our hands.
I'm gonna
the
have
network's
to
really running with this one.
I'm gonna have to get a copy of it at some point. I have a feeling.
Copy
the ambulance chasers will sue if we don't
now.
do not show it.
Either way, welcome. It's great to have you here. Thank you for joining us. Thank you to everybody who joins every week and watches this, because it turns out that we do actually have people that go watch this over on our YouTube channel and stuff like this to catch up with whatever shenanigans you guys get up to. So, yeah, it's great.
I do what you're talking about. We're serious players.
We are
exceedingly
serious. We are exceedingly serious. Talking about exceedingly serious. Talking about it, well, from the sound of it as well, we may not have a game next week, because how can we actually have a game and function without Andrew going Richard fucking Feynman at some point within the entire session?
Oh, even if he's not here, I'll still find a way. Don't you ever worry.
No, he'll be in the. Richard Feynman will be in the background.
He'll be like a dog. He'll shit on my doorstep, and I'll just discover it one day when he's not here. I'll be like, Richard fucking Feynman.
I think you mean Richard Feynman will find a way to make.
He's like the Jurassic Park dinosaurs at this point.
Yeah.
He will find a way.
May as well be, honestly.
He is inevitable.
He's a dragon, so. Anyway, I stopped myself from saying a dragon joke then that I knew was simmering somewhere under there, and it made me realize I've been hanging out with Tommy and Ty way too much.
He's not.
There it is.
Either way, who remembers what happened 2 weeks ago? Because we did have last week off, so who remembers what happened last time?
Ooh, man. We were in a terrible car accident.
Accident's a strong word.
There
was nothing accidental about it.
About
I
it.
should say,
Yeah.
we were in a terrible car on purpose. That ended up with a very large hole in the side of Max's head, our beloved response team member that was driving us back to the city.
You actually liked him. He
And-
seemed nice.
Some of
He was
us
just a
did.
guy doing his job.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
ended with-
Habaru could like deeply resonate with.
God, dude.
yes, which the on purpose ended up with us rolling over into a large riverbank. We managed to get out, but not before Wicked decided to digivolve Max into Max Room.
Oh, that's right.
And
Max
we'll
Room was the thing that
cleanse-
happened.
Yes. And we'll discover that we have been accosted by the Shadow Moon Wolves
That is correct.
and the Wraith.
Accosted is a word. Correct.
Yes. And
I'd say it's very
basically,
accurate.
they're just here to convince us to give them the book and join their side, or just let us leave. Or they can let us leave, but they still want the book.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say that they were very determined to get the book.
Yeah, because they're pretty certain that, all right, nobody should have this book, so we're just gonna find the best lead that we have to try and destroy it instead.
And I believe, unfortunately, you've told them, well, see, the thing about that is it might have already been started,
Yeah.
but now we've got to finish what we've started for human.
We didn't start the
Yeah.
fire, though.
You didn't
At
start
very
the fire,
least.
no. I will
we just
say,
found everything on fire.
everyone
Oh,
coming on board,
burn,
they didn't
burn,
actually start the
burn.
fire. Yes, they didn't start the fire. However, they have inherited the problem.
Yes. very much in line with the song "We Didn't Start the Fire." It was always
Exactly.
burning since the world was turning.
Exactly. And that is very, very true, considering you have one of the original progenitors of the things being in this book amongst your very own number.
Do we?
You can't remember it, but he is.
Craig's character was there as well.
Yep, Craig's character was there as well.
And he remembers it, so I hold him more accountable.
Well, the best part about it is, unfortunately, with Wraith not being able to be here with you tonight, it does mean that Ranger Feynman will exist another session.
At least one.
At least one. And in which Rose was like, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Why would Ranger Feynman go away?
Dang.
We
The
just got used
devil-
to him.
The devil you know is so much better than the one you don't.
I was so
Well,
ready.
let's point out Ranger Feynman would come to here in the Shadow Moon Wolves thing, so he would think he's a resistance fighter.
I was so ready for Rebel Scum Feynman.
Oh my god.
So
Listen,
what
as
else? What else
long-
happened? Because obviously they've taken you back to their base. So what else happened?
I got a proper yelling at.
You did get a good and proper talking to.
Yeah. I don't know if talking to was the right word to use.
At.
But words were said at me.
By
We all, I think we
By
all but
essentially your adoptive
Habaru
sister.
accepted the Wraith into our ranks as well.
Shady got
He
cigars
said-
out of it. He thought
Oh,
this place
yeah.
wasn't too bad.
I got stew. That was pretty good.
The only one who hasn't talked to the race yet is,
Oh,
is
and Wicked
Hobby.
got trauma.
Yep.
And yeah, so the Waith is yet
The
to
Waith.
speak to Habaru.
Which
Um,
unfortunately will not happen tonight.
No,
Yeah.
so everyone else is kind of fine with it.
It's going to be up
Um,
to you guys to convince Habaru that
And
yeah,
this is a good idea.
The Wraith had to suddenly go do a last minute patrol or something.
yeah.
Well, the long and short of it is Viper, the lucky, Glass Crown is indeed actually will have grabbed him on the way to the tent because he was on the way to talk to you, Habaru, and say, I need you to go do miscellaneous XYZ job for me right now. You can come and deal with this later. But look, I can go talk to him and get this sorted out. So
deal with this later.
deal with this later. He looks at Habaru walking around in the tent. I'll deal with you later. Because you've got beef. So prime rib issues. So that's kind of where we're at, correct?
I believe so.
Yep.
Would you like to hear the wonderful dulcet tones of your radio station?
Oh, we got a news going on? Been a while.
Got a news. It's been one session.
It's been a while.
Been a while.
Been a while.
I'm used to it.
Wow.
Oh, God, you guys are fucking menaces. Jesus Christ.
We're your menaces.
I can hear my children talking. I don't know if I should just quickly go and tell them to go to sleep. You know what? I'm going to quickly do that. Talk amongst yourselves.
Oh, okay, Andrew, entertain the people.
Been a while.
It's been a while. That's all we got for the next 10 minutes.
Just going in a circle.
That's all we need.
Hello, welcome to the Dusty Halftime Show. I made cookies today. I made cookies
What's
today.
been going on in the life of Dusty?
Yes, I have made cookies, and that is the first time it's my own recipe.
What'd you put in the
just-
cookies?
When you say your own recipe, do you mean just like you just went for it?
Yes.
You didn't have anything. You were just like, let's go.
Yeah, I had like a base template for how.
Did you
to
eyeball?
Make a? Yeah, I mostly eyeballed, guessed how
yeah.
to go, and I made s'more cookies.
Ooh.
Oh, hell yeah!
Yes, and I've just come to learn that this week's crumble cookie has a s'more cookie. So
Ooh.
I'm going to be judging mine against crumble cookie.
I have recently started having crumble cookie, which is a problem because they're like $6 a pop.
The fuck is
And-
crumble cookie?
Google them. It's CRUMBL. They're like they're gourmet cookies. They're essentially like frosted cookies. They got like
They're
fancy cookies.
Yes, they're basically
They're cookies for
cakes,
basic.
though. They're so sweet.
They're basic white boy biscuits.
I was gonna say they're cookies for like they're advanced cookies for basic bitches. Luckily, I am a very basic bitch, so for me, I'm like hell yeah.
I like my cookies better. Mine are better.
Does yours have secret herbs and spices?
I was talking about you last night on a TikTok live, Andrew.
Wow.
And your love of Chipotle. And I was told by my wonderful American friends, yeah, it turns out Chipotle lovers, they go hard, man, like intensely so.
Yeah, dude.
I would have never guessed.
Never guessed.
He hides it so well.
If we ever
He
get to
does.
a point where Chipotle would likely sponsor us, Andrew would be so happy.
Dude, I don't even care about the money. I just want my name on the card of the Chipotle card. Saying, oh, this guy's a big shot. Probably because he just eats a lot of us and sucks the toes of Chipotle long enough that they decide to reward him.
Okay, so before I jump into the news, do we have Brax Bronxton ready for break time? Not yet, Dusty says.
No.
No, we'll see what happens.
I think I can come up with something.
We'll play it by ear when break time comes. Right. Okay, so good afternoon, Moonblight. I'm Misty Challenger, and you're joining me for the 12 p.m. news. The Imperium has managed to locate the wreckage of the fatal train crash on its way to Covert. It was derailed before it had met its stop in Ilmore, and all investigations point to the work of the demonic uprising. Despite heavy casualties, several wounded were brought back for urgent care, and our intrepid heroes, Sigma Squad, have been recovered alive. All reports state that they have conducted themselves well and managed to save over 80% of the remaining train passengers. The Imperium has stated they will be returning to Moonblight as we speak, and will be back within our walls within the week. So if you manage to see them out and about, give them a strong congratulations. The body of notorious trash bandit leader has been uncovered in a sting operation outside of Ilmore. The body of renowned criminal Bosco Feuergold was found with significant damage and in a state of decay, with Imperium Ether Finders stating it was the work of their very own social media darling, Molly Wicked Willowstick. Such reports give rise to public adoration and praise of the young Ether wielder, stating that she has shown more progress than many of the other teams have in recent months. Public opinion polls show a renewed confidence in the Imperium's ability to deal with the demonic surge. There are continued concerns over the memory issues sweeping across the Temple District. Many sources state that amnesia and confusion that seems to have struck the leadership of the Death and Grave Domain temples may be the work of the powerful drug known as brimstone. Known brimstone manufacturers, Biova, declined comment. However, Imperium sources state they are looking into the Biova's CEO, Edith Odovaker, possible connections to Belial, the deposed ruler of Giri Hakshasa. In weather, we are seeing a turn in the weather to cooler temperatures, dropping to 12 degrees overnight, with showers to start in the early evening, though these should clear around 3 a.m. Tomorrow should be another warm day, with humidity expected to rise to 75% by 10 a.m. For more news, entertainment, weather and traffic updates, please follow us on Facebook, Hex, TwigTalk, and Hextagram, and please join me later this afternoon for the 3 p.m. news. I'm Misty Challenger for 606.9 PMB, home of your local news. So you are standing in your tent. I believe, Wicked, you've been brought some food, but you've also been brought your friends. The radio in the next tent over, you've heard the wisps of this, but you are free to talk amongst yourselves.
I need to change my background. Oh, I need to turn that down. It's a bit loud in my ear. All right. Okay. I am in.
Well, you're with Feynman and Shady at the moment.
What did we walk into when we came in again? I'm trying to. Last time we saw Wicked, we came in. I think we greeted each other, and then either you were trying to poison someone, or
yes, you didn't hear
Shade
that part.
had
You didn't hear that part. Shady heard that part.
Yeah. So you and Shady just had a heartfelt conversation about being a hero, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Because Wicked's feeling kind of shitty.
Yes. However, as soon as you walked in, Shady, you watch his Wicked's demeanor just immediately shift as she looks at Ranger Feynman. She goes, yes, immediately like that.
Trying to act composed.
Yeah.
Hey, Feynman.
Hey, Wicked. I'm not going to look into that.
Of course not. Wicked's always like this.
Yeah, it seems fine to me. He's probably just taking some drugs again.
The bit that you picked up over the radio, unbeknownst to you, your squad name within the Imperium has changed once again.
Oh, I did hear that it was Sigma, and I was like, "Is that us?" Or I presumed that was actually another squad, but
I believe you've gone up the ranks.
Isn't Sigma further down, or is it not alphabetical?
Technically, if you're going to get really alphabetical, Tegan didn't look into it when I originally named you, so...
No, that's fair enough. I was just curious
you
if...
You were technically the bottom, you've gone up, so... That's all you need to know. You've gone up.
Yeah, technically you can shut the hell up.
I was just curious.
It's
not a thing.
No, that's fair. He was fair. Don't don't point out the TM's idiocy.
I kind of thought maybe it was like the Greek alphabet was in a different order.
It is the Greek alphabet.
So I was like, does Sigma come before Gamma? Maybe? I don't know.
No.
I thought I'd learn a tidbit, but instead I get called out. Fair enough.
No, I'm the idiot. You're not the idiot for asking. I'm the idiot for not researching. But you have gone up the ranks officially. So
Awesome. Bigger paycheck. Let's go. More drugs.
Oh yeah. This
So I guess
on that Sigma grind set.
next order of business, we should probably go talk to our boy Habaru. Gang, how are we feeling about that?
Well,
I
how's
heard
it
a lot of
looking out
shouting
there?
over there.
Yeah, but we always hear shouting coming from Habaru's tent. He's always shouting about
Yeah,
something.
but it wasn't him this time.
Yeah, it seems like someone's actually shouting back.
Maybe we should start shouting back. What do you think?
I'm not in too much of a shouting mood right now.
I think I might have to get some earmuffs.
And some halls.
And some what?
Alright.
Oh, do you guys not have halls? Lozenge. There we go.
Oh, okay. I was like, I assumed like halls is in like hallway.
like lozenges. Yeah, I was really confused. And no, we don't. We have lozenges.
Butter menthols, maybe.
Butter menthols, yeah. You bless you. I know no one can see else can see Andrew sneeze, but
I thought it was dabbing.
I forgot we
Okay.
didn't have cams on for the
Oh, yeah.
for the game.
Oh, yeah.
So during the intro, I was throwing up gang signs, and I just realized that
I'm
Twitch,
glad
in
that we
fact,
don't-
cannot see that.
I'm glad. I'm so glad. Either way, meanwhile, while you guys are deciding, Wicked, I believe Shady handed you over some cookies as well.
Yep.
Yes.
Some get better
no,
cookies.
Some get better. So
Yeah, what
as you
kind of
guys
cookies
are
they?
what kind of cookie? Okay, what
They,
kind of cookies
they
do
were
they have?
stolen from somewhere, weren't they?
From the mess tent.
From the
yeah,
mess
the
tent.
kitchen.
Flavor, stolen cookie flavor.
They're like a golden syrup oat cookie.
Ooh.
I can't call
Just-
them their actual thing because the definition of what they are don't exist in the world.
Does
They're
Wicked
Anzac.
have
They're
that,
Anzac biscuits.
have a
They're
necklace
Anzac
on?
biscuits.
Anzac biscuits, I know that.
Yeah, but they don't exist in the world.
Keegan, it's
Oh.
your world. Just say it exists.
Oh, don't
No.
worry about it.
Either way, so they're a golden syrup oat cookie. Either way.
So does Wicked have a necklace on? Like the neck? Remember they gave her a necklace and said, "Put this on so you don't cast magic at us or whatever."
No.
They told her that she didn't have to wear it. Seeing her freaking out, they actually
Yeah,
they're
okay.
like, just
Yeah.
promise to us you won't, and we
I
won't
think
have
they
to
were
retaliate.
handcuffs.
Yeah, they were
I thought there
handcuffs.
was. I thought she got a counter offer of like a necklace
She
because
turned
she
it
said,
down.
"I won't put on handcuffs," and they're like, "What about this one that blocks magic? This necklace?" And she was like, "No." Or am I just dreaming that?
No, you're correct. No, you're remembering that correctly.
Okay, cool. That may or may not be pertinent to things that I want soon.
She turned it down.
She turned it
Yeah,
down.
that's
and-
fine. I
And these
recall her
guys aren't
turning it
monsters.
down, but I was like, I think there was a necklace available,
Yeah.
which may or may not be cool for Feynman to see for a bit.
So, meanwhile, as you guys are debating whether you're going to talk to Habaru, the tent where you are, the doorway opens again, and Viper is standing there holding a tray with a bowl on it with a crusty bread roll, what appears to be a steaming cup of coffee. She kind of comes over, hands it out to you. I should probably say sorry.
Yeah.
Don't fall for it, Habaru. Sure, give her a piece of your mind.
Look, I didn't expect to see you here. You had a lot of good points. But honestly, this is
when you start an apology with "but," it doesn't make the apology seem very sincere.
I'm aware. I just didn't want you and the others to get wrapped up in this.
It's a little bit late for that, Viper.
I had
The
hoped that you were far enough away that, my family wouldn't be a problem for you traveling around.
and I think if it wasn't for the government that seems intent on collecting all the useful pieces that they can, yeah, I don't think that would be a problem anywhere else. But here, I don't know, they're a bunch of weirdos.
I know they're pretty weird everywhere else, too.
Yeah.
But my family, I know you were there for some of the stories and whatnot, and my family has a way of finding themselves in unusual situations.
Yeah, no, I know. I watched King grow up. Still don't know where he found the stallions.
Yeah, but the problem with that is it has a way of leaking out onto those around us, too.
Don't don't say it like that. That sounds weird. Affecting those around you, I think, is the cleaner term.
I
But
mean, if you actually paid attention to my family's history, there's a lot of it that ain't clean.
It's a lot of leaking going on.
I'll take your word for it, Viper. Let's just move on. Yeah, no, I imagine, I'm affected somehow, and that's fine. Whether I met or not even met Feynman, but just got in the situation with the group of people I'm in right now through the family or not, I wouldn't change it. Don't get it twisted from me being happy that I'm here, but if
I
I
mean,
have this opportunity to do something while I'm in this position, I want to do it.
you did prove more stubborn than I expected.
Yeah. What, did I not prove that growing up with you?
I just would have thought that being given an opportunity to
Yeah.
make a name for yourself and do your own thing.
Mm-hmm.
I never really put you down to have she kind of rummages around and pulls out a baseball card, to have a baseball card.
Oh, I hate it so much. You don't understand how angry I am about that.
I
That
don't
wasn't
even think
in
they
the
got your
contract.
best angle.
They didn't! Girl, they're coming from my left side! Okay. That's whatever, though.
I'm not going to lie. I did go out and buy 2 dozen of them and send them home.
Oh, I sent King the original copy. So,
Yeah, but
when I die,
everyone
bury me with
everyone in
that
the
card.
village,
Tear it up.
everyone
and
in
bury me.
Wolfwater needed a copy because you're like local boy does good hero.
Okay.
Everyone's so proud of you.
Great. Okay, but on a more productive talk, what are the plans?
Uh, Stop the creepy crawlers coming out of that book, and
Uh, do we have a more step by step plan? Like,
well, according to Rafe, that's what the book is for. It's a step-by-step guide on how to stop it if it's been started. And from what you guys have said, it's been started.
right? And it's yes and no. We found one dickhead back in the basement of a library in the previous town.
In a library. That's a weird place to have it.
Technically, it's an archive. Um,
Huh.
and we thought, yeah, we can take care of this. No, the fuck we could not, as we quickly learned. And Richard Feynman and I, for as much as he drives me insane, took a look at the book together, put our heads together, somehow didn't have a nuclear meltdown, and come to the conclusion we cannot solve that first problem, even though it's the first thing in the book.
Okay, what do you mean you couldn't solve the first thing?
you got to go like find another thing and get a thing from that thing, but it's
What kind of bullshit is that?
you're fucking telling me. To
I
solve
mean,
problem 1, you got to go to problem 17 and get like a thing from it, and then go back to problem 1 with the knowledge of unbearable existence or something, and then solve the problem.
okay, so
I just
step by
what
step, I
happened?
guess.
What happened to the good old days where you could just like hit it with a sharp stick and things would just solve itself?
When has it ever solved your problem to hit it with a sharp stick?
Oh, I don't know. Whenever King was being annoying.
I don't know if that was really solving things, but it's besides the
Got
point.
him to shift his
Okay,
focus.
first of all, we're happy to help and whatnot. Obviously, our biggest concern is the Imperium's up to no good.
Yeah.
Surely you know that.
Yeah, I mean, yes.
According to our sources within the Imperium, they're making some bids to elevate themselves up as the true order and try to undo the chaos my aunties, they say my aunties unleashing on the place.
I mean, is Auntie unleashing chaos?
I mean, in as much of a way as it's her inherent nature, that's what she's supposed to do. I understand what the Imperium's trying to do, but is it a question of it's too far gone?
I don't know. That's a policy question. That's not up to me.
I mean, I can't imagine living under tyrants or particularly, sounds like a particularly compelling idea.
But Viper, your family is the local monarchy.
Yeah,
What do you
and
mean? What do you mean living under tyrants? Like inherently, a monarchy is kind of tyrannical in its nature.
you don't think. Well, first of all, you don't think that whatever they do, the Imperium does down here is going to stay down here. Do
Mm.
you?
But that's not what I'm saying though. That's not what we're talking about. It's just you, you're okay with 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 absolute rulership home, but not abroad.
We have councils. There are elected officials from the townsfolk that are elected by the townsfolk. We don't just carte blanche rule over everything. The people get a say. We don't
Okay.
get we don't get to make the overarching rule. We haven't for the last, I don't know, 200 years.
Okay. It's just
Well, we decided that doing the democracy thing was probably a better idea because, if they see us amongst the people, working with the people, you know, and they make bad policy, they vote bad people out.
okay. That whatever. What's our next step gonna be? What do we plan on doing?
Well, the biggest reason we don't want them to get the book is at the moment, from what we can tell, from what we've gathered by the few sources we do have, a big part of the problem isn't so much that they're trying to put order. It's more the fact that without the gods to back them up, they're going for the only source of celestial energy they've got left to them to try and fix the problem. But you can see what the problem is there, right?
Yeah, Habaru sees the problem, but just like explain it for everyone else.
So
He says in the third person.
Yeah.
I should have known you weren't paying attention to the scholar when we were talking about it. You were too busy looking at the swords and stuff in the book. Anyway, so back in the beginning of the Titan War, when, you know, they were divided and all that kind of stuff, and the fighting happened, and then the Empyreans won, but they took the Eldritch forces and bound them into the book.
Right.
Essentially, they believed in certain policies of leadership of how magic should be used, inherently evil acts and things like this. And so the deities in that book are the worst of the worst. They locked them away so they couldn't hurt the rest of the world.
Right.
Now, because of the merge happening, it's cut us off from, you know, our normal gods, barring a few. There's a couple that are apparently, according to my aunt, are still walking around somewhere having sabbaticals and things like this, but no one really knows where they are. So there's my aunt, there's the steward, and my brother, and that's about it.
Oh,
Oh,
there's also
and
the dickhead in the other towns.
well, yeah, that we've got, at least to our knowledge, at least 2 of the celestial dragons.
Right.
The only reason we have the tiniest morsel of celestial energy coming through is because the the overarching Peace Father is keeping it connected. But even that power, according to my aunt, is failing, which means eventually something's going to snap. And I don't want to see what a world looks like that's been either resurrected, but I personally don't think that that's actually what the Imperium wants.
Okay.
Legend kind of talks about right at the end when you're trying to summon the Titan King. He grants you a boon in that moment before he's summoned, in which you can make a wish that gives you power to essentially change everything. That sounds not great, but I can understand how a bunch of, frankly, tyrannical angels coming in might be a problem. New World Order and all that. Sounds like stories that, my daddy used to tell me from
What?
apparently the old timeline.
What? Create their own outer heaven?
I don't know.
Wait, Tegan, who is Viper's father? It's
Who
not
is Viper's?
Roland.
Yeah, it is.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, Karada was his son.
So Parada is brothers with King, who
Yep. We discussed this. I have it somewhere, a whole piece of paper of the family lineage.
so King is thousands of years old then.
Yes, because if you remember,
So
your
the
family.
child that grew up with Habaru is
Yes.
thousands of okay.
We had this discussion because your family spent an inordinate amount of time in the chaos plane, if you remember.
Right, and
time was really weird.
right, but I didn't. Okay, I'll talk to you about this later because I just want to keep going. Because yeah,
timey-wimey stuff.
Okay.
Yep.
So, okay. Uh, so if they get the book, they'll try to bring back Titan King, who's kind of a giant dickhead that we already know.
Yep.
What? And they'll create what? I assume like an outer heaven for themselves or something like that.
Well, we don't know. They keep those ranks pretty close. We've been trying to get agents in there for God knows how long. At the moment, we're only being able to deal on really lower levels with like Churizon and things like that. But he's like purgatory, out of ring of Nethreg. But as you get in further and further, the rings get more powerful, and the people leading the Imperium in those circles are bigger and bigger and bigger.
Okay, so
Race said he recognized Churizon, so it stands to reason that he too is an angel from the time of the Titan War. Chances are that's probably why they know who your buddy Feynman is.
great.
I swear to God, if we went into the doctor.
So what are our next steps then?
I don't know. It's up to you. At the moment, your group has a book, and, well, we'd like you to join us, but I'm not going to make you.
I mean, at this point, do we have any other option? What?
You
Go back to
always
the
have
Imperium?
options. You, Habaru, if you decide to go back and keep working for the Imperium, so be it. I'd hate that, and, we're going to be at odds, but,
Yes, which is not really an option when the Imperium are kind of giant dickheads. So, again, no, it's not really an option.
Oh, I've heard they're going to have a Habaru plushie out soon, so.
I don't want to talk about that.
Count on it.
It's called the Habby.
Available in all good toy stores and some bad ones.
Oh, just wait till you see the off-brand ones.
Oh, God.
Those ones actually have swords on them.
But that'll be the thing that pisses off Hoppery the most. They'll get his sword wrong. They'll give him like a short sword or a rapier. It's like, no, god damn it, I use a great sword. Okay, but what do we do now? Because we're with you guys, apparently.
Well, from what I've gathered, you got to go back. I just wanted a chance to talk to you before, you actually got there. Now, I don't always agree with the Wraith's methods, but he is effective.
Yeah.
And in any other circumstance, you'd love to have a look at his weapons and talk shop with him if he hadn't tried to kill you a couple of times.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie, he's not always easy to work with, but he does know what he's doing, and he really does want to do the right thing.
Oh, I bet. Everyone has a different interpretation of right and wrong.
You know what? The best thing I can do for you right now is let you talk to your friends. Like I said, you're not prisoners here, but I would recommend don't go through the force field around the outside.
Oh, well, now I have to.
I don't recommend it.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, you can, but I don't always recommend it. It's not great. You been out there? Outside of the cities?
I've been driving on that road for about a week, sister. Yeah, I know what it's like. Vaguely.
Okay. I'll, believe you're smart enough not to go out there just because, prove a point. Like that time you licked that, ether crystal because he king dared you.
Hey, listen. Glory or death, all right?
Yeah. I really did wonder when your skin was going to go back to like normal color or not. Like,
he'll hold up his hands. I'm wondering the same thing. Ding ding.
I don't want to know. I mean, I can get Selena to look at that if you really need.
I just need to make sure it doesn't kill me.
you're going to have to come home because obviously, since everything started happening, she doesn't really leave the territory much anymore. But
Yeah. And then I
Selena
gotta
could
go
have a look at
home,
it,
and then
and
I gotta go talk to my mom, and then it's gonna be, oh, you should be working in the forge, Habaru. Think of all the great swords you could be making with those hands, Habaru. No, Mom, I don't want to work in the forge. No, Habaru, it's the family business. Mom, it's only the family business because you do it. It's not really the family business. So it's yes. I think I'm gonna stick on the road for a little bit.
For anyone who watches us on any prolonged period, shock horror, Andrew has parent issues.
No, Andrew fucking
Everywhere,
doesn't.
like in every game.
You got mommy issues. Your
That's
characters always
shocking.
have mommy
No,
issues.
they don't have mommy issues.
When you mentioned Death or Glory at the Crystal, I harken back to the narrator from the Stanley Parable. Just good job, Stanley. We all think you're very powerful.
Okay, but besides all that, yes, I know. Look, I wouldn't recommend it, because I know you want to be away from your mom. But
Yeah. No, I just I'll figure it out. So
I can try and see if Selena can send a charm or something just to make sure that you're not like messed up and giving you some kind of like disease or something.
yeah, no, I would hate to have iron skin cancer or something like that. I don't know.
I don't know if that's a thing. I don't really do much with magic. I'm kind of a like stabby kind of person.
Bitch, same. Yeah, me too.
All right.
And look where that's got me.
All right. Look, I'll let you go over to your friends. Like I said, don't go outside the barrier. And I think Blackstone's wandering around here somewhere if you really want to deal with someone familiar.
I'm good. I'm gonna go deal with my idiots, figure out what we're doing. I didn't even get what our next steps are gonna be.
Well, talk to your friends and then come back to me with what you want to do, and then we can figure out what we're gonna do.
Squeeze your head in my iron hand. Okay, fine. And I will walk out of the tent to the group.
Or when you're away from me, I can put my fingers to my eye and it looks like I'm squishing your head.
This is how Habaru ends up with a glass crown.
No. She is giving me brother status, and that is a line you cannot uncross. No,
until she stabs you.
No.
Because that stabbing is just a love language in the glass crown family.
No, that's psychopath shit. Why would that be a love language?
Do we not remember how Roland and Crisis got?
Yes, I remember. It was supposed to be psychopath shit for a reason. To show you how fucked up it is.
Yeah, I'm a psychopath. What do you mean?
Anyways.
Okay. So, she puts the food down. A little bit sad that you have not eaten anything since you got here, but
I'm gonna run on a mission. I'll snag the bread though, and just quickly stuff my face as I'm going across camp, so Richard Feynman can't snag it when I enter the tent. Okay. Open the tent. All right. How are we doing? Hi guys.
We're going rogue.
Oh, I can see that they've already gotten to you guys as well. Okay, all right.
You'll just see Feynman with a bowl of fucking whatever
stew.
Just way too happy to be going rogue because he's just gonna get more of the stew.
Wait, what?
It's just he can be bought, and the price is stew.
Every time he refills the bowl, he just goes rogue.
Just fuck the Imperium.
I mean, hell yeah, but okay.
We're going what?
Wicked, how are you feeling? How are you doing? I know you weren't happy earlier.
Not
with
great.
The whole. Do you want a cookie or? Because I think they have cookies around here. We can get you a cookie.
No, I don't think they have cookies. I'm pretty sure they don't. She like slides the plate behind her.
Not anymore.
What inhospitable guest or host we have? Okay. Well, I mean, do you have any thoughts about the Imperium in general? Or you know what? No. Hang on. Wicked, I don't know that much about you. I think it's time that changed. We're all here for a reason, barring Feynman. I think they just kind of picked him off the street. Why are you with the Imperium?
Well, when I first I'm just gonna stress it, got kicked out of Feyweir, I sort of started, my channel, Wicked Willow, and I just started going around helping people, making a small living for myself, making a little name for myself, and after a incident I had with the a little demon incursion, funny enough, on a different train. I got scouted by Liliana, and I figured it'd be a nice platform to up my career and help more people. I've also figured if my face got around, people I'm looking for would see me.
Do you mind if I ask who you're looking for?
I think I brought it up before. My parents. I wasn't born in Feyweir. From what she glances at Feynman. From what someone told me, they're supposedly in a material plane area.
Ah. Okay. You know, as much as she's driving me crazy right now, I think Viper can probably help with maybe getting the word out to places. So, the reason I bring that up is the Imperium are kind of assholes, and they kind of suck, and they would probably not like to do good things with the book, which is bad for everyone else in existence. So,
Yeah, I figured as much.
Yeah. Which puts us in an awkward spot of working with them or not working with them.
Well, we're gonna be working with them regardless.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, whether or not we join these guys, Moonwolves or whatever they were, we're gonna need to go back and deal with the things that are coming out of this book.
Yeah. We may not need to work with the Imperium, though. I think their version of dealing with things in the book is going to be different from our idea of dealing with things in the book.
Well, we need to work with them.
I mean, in an ideal world,
if we go back as normal, then we go back as normal, like nothing happened. But if we go back on the wolf side, then we're inside people. It'd be the best position for us to continue.
which, yes, I think that will be fine to a degree. I think there will come a point in which it's going to be very clear that there is not a option of us being on their side. But no, I think your idea does have merit, though, of we go back and work with the Imperium. I just am worried they'll send it, we'll go back, and they'll go, cool, give us the book, and then we have to find a reason to not give them the book while we're in their town.
Well, What were these guys called again?
They are the Shadow Moon Wolves.
Didn't Captain Cash say something about them?
Yeah. Which, with hindsight being 2020, I think I can take a guess as to who their contact may be. In fact, Cash gave me a wolf medallion, didn't she, Keegan?
Yep.
Yeah, so I'll pull out the medallion, I'll show it to Wicked. So yes, I mean, they definitely have inside people, that's not the problem. But, again, we go into the Inquisitorial headquarters. Hey! Give us the book, dingus! I don't know, Chuck. And then, alright, time to throw down in the middle of the place we don't throw down in, is my concern. But I just... What is everyone else's thoughts? JD, why are you here? Besides looking for your wife. That's the main thing, right?
Well, it's usually my area to help me find some people I need to catch up with.
Catch up with, like, hey, how you doing? Or catch up with, like, hey, how you doing?
The second one.
Okay.
But then my wife was taken, so that's become a priority.
Okay. The demon lord that we suspect has your wife.
Yes.
Does he like hate your guts, or just like?
I've got no goddamn idea.
Okay, so maybe he can be reasoned with.
We'll see. That is in your hand, though. There's something there. But
Yeah. That's a weird thing to do. Okay. Feynman. How's this do?
Pretty good. Love it.
Yeah. Okay.
While I'm here.
Why are you here? Why are you here, Ranger?
I should have thought of a reason before I asked, honestly. But I don't know.
That's why I'm here. Okay, why are you here? Good question.
Good question. Let me find out.
How dare you ask me?
Gotta do something. That's my answer.
I'm gonna guess that your reason for being here, you have a very good reason, I'm assuming, which is, just you're a police explorer.
I gotta do something. That's why I want the Imperium.
Okay.
Something. Gotta have something to do.
Oh, I completely forgot about that. I thought you were asking why you're in my tent.
And I'm going down. So we all know why we're here. It sounds like running with the wolves shouldn't be a problem.
I just look at research. The reason you find me here is the rest of the rangers are different from all of the parts of a tiny mole.
Hey, solid pull. We can turn into bubbles and things to run around.
So that means inherently, while he's running, we can shoot his best friend.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Okay. So we're all on board with talking Imperium with.
Well, we agreed on we could use amicable to a little bit of espionage.
Right. And that's the way we want to go. That's fine. It's just in general, we're going to be from this point forward not with the Imperium. Right.
We're going to be working under our own reasons.
Yeah, we got to look in another reason we got to keep out of the Imperiums.
Okay, so
That's probably the one solved.
begs the question.
What do we do now?
What are we going to tell you about the book from?
Well, that's something I'm not concerned about. But maybe we'll really answer that question by solving problem number 2. What do we do now?
I don't know if I point this out to you guys. I'm not a referee player. I will crack as soon as they ask me. As soon as they ask, I will crack.
Oh, every time I heard it, I will cry. And I was like, hey,
No. Additionally, I will cry.
I will put myself on her.
Crying is on the table.
I will break it down.
Nothing you can do to stop me from just abject wailing.
My only defense against the questioning is that they will not be able to understand if we might have happened.
There will simply be too uncomfortable to proceed.
Are you a good liar?
Should we leave it to say no?
He hardly knows her.
I think I have some personality as a group.
Personality. Let's describe someone for my age. They have a personality.
She has personality and a comparison. Anyway.
I believe she's shady.
Oh, look at this shady.
I was gonna say, I don't know. If I say yes, does that mean no? Or if I say no, does that mean yes? Confused by my question. Jesus. I'm not answering the question. I'm confused by it, but I think you're right.
Katie, you must be a terrible liar.
I'm shocking.
It's like I'm gonna have to do the heavy lifting on that department.
Like always,
I would say so.
Wicked will have to do the heavy lifting.
I couldn't lie straight in bed.
Should he have a +8 in deception?
Yes.
Maybe.
Jesus Christ, Shady.
So,
Nothing
okay.
Katie has ever
Okay.
told us is correct. His name.
Oh my gosh.
Surprise! It was actually Warlock all along.
Little did we know.
Okay. So do we all want to go talk to Viper now and kind of see if she has any input on what we can do next?
I should speak up and saying I have not 100% agreed to everything that we have been talking about.
Oh. Okay. What are your concerns?
I've worked really hard. She's like holding her phone in her hands. It's like open up to hold on.
She's gonna open a fucking hexagram and be like, look how many followers I have here.
Hold on. Yeah, like hexagram and Flutter.
As you open your hexagram and you look at your follower count, Wicked, you see that you have 800,000 followers now.
A lot.
Yeah. Basically doubled since she joined the Imperium. I imagine all the people who, while she was gone, like
the other thing that
spamming and panicking, like, where is she? Then
the other thing that you notice is you have a DM from the Sparkle Twins.
Oh God.
Oh, God.
Among my sea of DMs, I see the Sparkle Twins have DM.
Yes.
Wicked, do you want to look at that right now?
Does anybody? Ever?
Yeah.
Can we just leave that one on red? Is that a requirement to read that one?
I mean,
the little snapshot like at the start that kind of gives you an indication of what it's about is, "Hey girl, glad to see you're doing well." And then it has the ... that there's more of a conversation underneath it if you open it up.
Wait, hold on. Does this have a thing where it displays that I've read it?
I think the inference was you haven't tapped it to open yet.
No,
Yeah,
but
No,
does it
just
come up
when
with a
you
little
open it.
icon to say you've read it? Yes, it does have
Surely.
red messages on. The social anxiety of, I don't want to open it because then they'll know I've looked at it and then I kind of have to respond.
No, I don't have to respond. It's just I don't want to reveal that I'm. Yeah, it's fine. I'll look at it. I'll read it.
It says, "Hey girl, glad to see you're doing well. So we were wondering, next time you're back in the city, would you like to have a meetup and we can do a collab, kind of like back and forth about, we can go check out some really, really cool restaurants and, maybe we can look at like a week-long collaboration of doing some like physical stuff and like going to places and, modeling kind of situations and stuff. If you're interested, hit us up.
They wanted-
XOXO.
They
Sparkles.
wanted. They want. God. They want to do a week-long subathon for September. Oh, obviously.
Oh no.
Pretty much.
Do you tell us that?
She won't say anything about it yet. She'll just go back to her original point of, I imagine people were basically panicking when they heard about the train incident, wondering where the hell Wicked is. She hasn't posted.
Oh yeah,
anything,
under your last post there is comment after comment, like at least 3,000 comments, like just wondering where you are, wishing you the best wishes. A couple of them are speculating like, what if they're just a massive quadruple now and the Imperium's just playing us? One person has kind of one person does turn around and say, "Oh, I saw her this one time and she seemed really out of it. I'm fairly certain that she's a massive drug user. Why do you support her?" And your fans have just piled on this person and just essentially told them to shut up. They don't know what they're talking about. Like, being a hero must be stressful. Yeah. So, yes, there's lots of people, though, that are worried that you haven't posted in a few days.
Yeah, and I imagine after the news that apparently we're alive and well and we're heading back now.
Yeah.
I'd be leaving a lot behind. I've put a lot of work into the last. Let me count. I gotta count something real quick. Right. The last 4 years, I've been working so hard to make a better life for myself. I just gotta throw it away for some weird freedom fighter stuff.
It's
I mean, you can
not.
still use hexagram. I don't think it's banned.
It's not the freedom fighter thing. It's the whole idea of we don't want the Imperium to have the book. That's the crux
Yes.
of all of this.
If any of this comes to light, though, then I'll be branded as treasonous, a traitor. Everything will be gone.
By the state that lies about everything. Yeah.
Wicked, you got to remember, fame is fleeting. The sycophants who are following you now will turn on you at the slightest discretion. They're not your true friends.
And if you want to think of it this way, you can I don't know, be the first to like break away and like do like a personality thing as a freedom fighter. I mean,
Everybody loves a rebel.
yeah. Well, it's not even that. It's you might be able to get to the audience in the material plane because I mean,
Would you rather be a fake hero or a true hero?
She's like silent for a bit, like just looking at her phone.
let me.
You also don't have to commit all at once, I will say.
Yeah, I mean, this is.
It's
just
like
us
this is like
talking about what we can do. One thing I will say, I know you're, like you said, you're looking for your parents. I can get Viper to kind of put out some feelers on her end, kind of help with that if you'd like.
If anyone knows, Imperium might
But
probably know more about me. They probably know more about me than I do.
why would the Imperium know more about you?
I mean, look at us. Something really weird is going on. Apparently, I seem to be weirdly important as well, considering what we saw back in, you know.
Yeah, I think the Imperium may have grander designs for each and every one of us that we're not made aware of. And I don't say grander in the nicest term. No, I think we are each a tool in the tool belt. And the moment we get dulled, we'll probably be discarded. Just from that standpoint alone, we shouldn't trust the Imperium. Forget the book. Even if there was no book, the fact that they got us here because they have some kind of design for us that we're kind of starting to recognize, kind of, I think, says a lot about what they intend to do.
She thinks.
That being
She's quiet.
said,
Looks very thoughtful for a moment. I came here because I didn't want to be owned by anyone ever again. I wanted to make my own life. If I have to give up all this work I've put together, I guess I'll just have to start again. I would like to ride this for all it's worth, though.
okay. I mean, again, we don't have to raise our flag today that we're team fuck the
Yeah.
Imperium. But
we will.
I will imagine there's some point we're going to storm the gate and plant our flag, but hopefully not today or tomorrow. But let's. So we're all at least on board the train of not with the Imperium.
Yeah, I was on a train once.
Yeah, and then it blew up by the person who's trying to get us on the train again. So
You remember that?
yeah. Crazy. I keep on bringing it up. Weird. Okay, so that sounds fine and dandy. Does anyone have any suggestions for next steps?
My next step, my other thought was, well, we have presumably the information that we need from the book. Do we need to keep it on our person anymore? I think the best way to
Yes.
get around lying would just be to not lie.
You want to
Hand over
leave
the
it
wolves.
with these guys.
I don't know if I want to do that.
We were
The book
attacked by the
scares
raid.
me, but I think it'll scare me even more if it's out of sight.
I mean,
What did the Red say about the book? He said it has like a way of influencing people and getting to where it wants to go.
Yes.
Is that accurate? He actually said
Yes.
that?
Yes.
Yeah.
The book
So I
itself
thi-
has almost seems like it has a consciousness to it.
Yeah, and it like sort of influences people around it.
Yeah.
It's like a bad copper. It just keeps turning up.
Yeah. So it might not
I'm well
be
aware of that.
too crash hot to like keep it with people we don't know and or trust at this stage.
Well, as much as I want to throttle each and every one of them right now, I do trust them, unfortunately.
Yeah, but that's only 1 out of 4.
I know. No, and that's fair.
I don't know these guys.
Yeah.
They gave me
it's just-
stew, but that only gets you so far.
Would it help if they gave you stew in a roll?
Oh, stew on a roll gets you pretty far, but not quite that far.
That only gets me to commit treason. That doesn't quite get me to trust you.
You watch under just the flap, you just start seeing these little snack bar sized chocolates being slid under across the floor.
I'll commit treason for a lot of reasons, but
trusting someone, hold the phone. Okay. I mean,
One like and I'll commit treason. Likes his own post. Say no more.
it's crazy you guys are forcing me to do this. Wow. Okay. I mean, as much as I would love for it to be us versus the world, we can't pay ourselves that well. Can't supply ourselves that well.
We can. It'll be worse.
Yes.
That's for certain.
It'll be a huge quality of life downgrade.
Yep.
If we just try to go solo and everything. And I'm not saying give up everything we have to the blind trust of these guys. Who knows? Maybe they're giant assholes too. They haven't shown it yet, and I'm being deceived. But
if we need to like make a grand getaway, do you think we'd be able to get all my plushies?
Ooh.
I think we can organize that ahead of time.
Mm.
We'll put your plushies in your go bag.
Oh no! I got. We'll ask them. Well, no, because then we have to trust Cash. We could ask Cash to do it.
Who's Cash again?
The town guard captain.
Yeah, the guard captain that was like
yeah.
chaperone for our
Before you murdered a child. She was like, "Don't do it," and you were like, "I'm gonna go do it. I found a child. I have to follow him." Oh, the child speaking weird drowns child.
I didn't drown the child. All right, the child drowned himself.
Who pushed him?
Yeah, if that little fucker could swim, then he would be fine. What kind of kid doesn't know how to swim?
It's his parents' fault. Blame
I'm
them.
A grown-ass adult.
It is his parents' fault. What do you mean you don't know how to swim, Andrew?
I'm in the middle of a continent. Why would I know how to swim? I don't go in bodies of water higher than like my toes.
Bro's landlocked.
Bro's
landlocked. That's what I'm saying. I'm landlocked.
Help! I'm landlocked.
Jeez.
Okay, but
fuck! Imagine being landlocked.
I don't need to. Okay. Does anyone else have any input before we go talk to Viper of what our next steps could be? Because I'm at a bit of a loss.
Well, we know what we got to do. First of all,
yes.
we got to figure out what's going on with the undead. That's priority numero uno. So like immediately that's where we're like heading, I guess.
There's a lot of things happening in Moonlight that we should look into.
Yeah. So I feel like start there and then we'll work our way to a grander design. Now, does it make more sense? As Wicked said, I guess, how are we going to pull off the, hey, we don't have the book anymore type of thing? Or are we going to try and reason that we need the book to fix the undead thing, which presumably they want fixed? Do you think they won't buy that?
Viper may have some inputs. I mean, if that's our main concern right now, let's go get an extra brain and talk this out.
I'm for that.
By the way, why you, Feynman, you're like extra shiny right now.
Well, yeah, he's got a stew with him. He's happy. He's shining with happiness.
Wait,
Yeah,
I know how to fix it. Are there handcuffs in this room, Tegan?
You can roll me an investigation.
I absolutely will. Let me open my
I don't
character
think
sheet.
there'd be any in mine.
That's
Yeah,
not
Well,
a
this
very good
this
one.
this particular room belongs to the songbird.
Is anyone helping
Yeah,
me
it's fine,
search?
No, you haven't told us you're searching for handcuffs. How are we gonna
I
help
will.
you?
I'll say aloud, like, "Oh, I can fix that." Where are those handcuffs? And then I'll investigate
Why?
with a 5.
What? Richard fucking Feynman, why do you need handcuffs?
You
No.
find a lot of interesting stuff in this room as you go around, Richard Feynman. You notice that there are a number of restraints and all sorts of things around the place. Not the handcuffs.
Saucy. Whose room is this again?
This is the
Songbirds.
songbird.
Songbird.
The one I was arguing with
Okay.
in the
so-
car. Listen, I don't like this girl any more than anyone else here, but don't go through her stuff. That's weird.
It's got nothing to do with that Roland's younger sister ends up dating her.
I was gonna say, it sounds like I found, like, restraints.
Katie, you stop it as well. This is weird. Don't go through a young girl's things.
You got a 19. Find me handcuffs. Find me handcuffs.
Oh, I
I
bet he'll
found
find you
some, but
handcuffs.
I don't think it's the ones you want.
you
Oh,
do
too
find
fuzzy.
you do find a pair of black leather cuffs that have like buckles on them. They do have a catch in the middle. They are not the cuffs you are looking for. However, you also find a variety of songbooks and musical instruments. But with a little bit of searching one of the crates near the door, you do find the discarded pair of restraints that they had offered Wicked.
Wait, just the discarded pair of restraints, or perhaps also the necklace one?
No, just the restraints.
Okay. Can I cuff 2 of those on one arm? Like a bracelet?
Unfortunately, you can do one. You can't link it round. The chain in the middle is not long enough to like double link it.
When
No,
I
he wants to put both cuffs on the same arm.
Yes, she's
Yeah.
saying you can't
Yeah.
twist them.
You can't twist them like
they
that.
don't go like that?
No.
Are they like those ones that are like a
Solid
bar?
metal.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
If I put one on, what happens?
You have do you
Which wrist? First off, left or right?
On my right wrist. Like a bangle.
okay.
Does it
You
have any
hear
effect
you
on
hear
like
you hear the as you do it up. And now you have a bar of handcuffs on your wrist.
it does not activate the magical effect?
It does not.
Are these sex handcuffs?
Feynman.
They better not be. I better not have just put on
These
some
ones-
dirty
these
handcuffs.
These ones are not sex handcuffs. These ones
Okay.
are the cuffs that you were wearing earlier.
Okay.
The
You've got to
thing
make a
is,
circuit.
they have to make a circuit. Yes.
That's troubling.
Feynman.
Alright. Did Shady happen to find a key with his 19?
There was no key.
That's fine. I'll deal with this later. This is a future Feynman problem. I'm just gonna
Did I-
walk around with these on my wrist.
Did I find a harmonica in any of those musical instruments?
I will allow you to find a
No.
harmonica.
Thank you.
Oh.
Songbird, she's a bard. She's got
Yep.
a vast number of musical instruments.
Don't we all?
Okay, now that we've gone through someone's personal property and probably touched a bunch of things we shouldn't have, can we?
Sounds like we put our panties on or anything.
He's
Let's
right
focus.
though.
Speaking of, she goes to take the harmonica away from you. No, weird. She had her mouth on that. No.
No, that's mine.
Free.
Thank you, Wicked, the
Free.
voice of reason in this storm of chaos. Thank you.
But it's free.
No, it's not free, Feynman. Someone owns
But
this.
it's free.
No.
What else can I? What other free items are around, DM? That I
Harbour,
could steal.
Harbour, if you'd like to, roll me a perception, by the way. You wander around this room, and it's pretty sparse, but you do find a pink fluffy robe.
Feynman. I'm actively stopping him. No, Feynman, fucking stop it. This is not yours.
You also see
Wait.
Shady tuck a harmonica inside his coat.
Shady, put that down.
Nope.
Are you actively stopping him with a 16 dex? Andrew, roll your strength to stop me.
Yeah, motherfucker, I am.
What do you roll?
He rolled a
19.
19. He grabs you.
Oh, he picked athletics. That's weak.
He goes to.
What do you mean?
You go to twist
you're
out of the way, and
grappling
he just
someone?
grabs you.
You picked Dex weak.
I'm a monk.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm a fighter. Why would I pick Dex?
As you're sitting there,
I
as
assumed you would
you're
make like a
sitting there
strength saving throw,
holding-
not a.
as you're sitting there holding Feynman, Feynman with his arm with the handcuff up out of the way, you're grappling, holding him close, like trying to prevent him from
I would
stealing
like to drag him out of the
anything.
tent.
The flap opens and Songbird just kind of stands there in the doorway looking at this. Well, I don't know what I expected.
Take her stuff.
I don't know what I expected, but this certainly isn't it.
It's a little wrestle.
Do you want me to come back and let you finish, or?
No, they're trying to take your things and going through your stuff.
I mean, is there anything that particular they're looking for? Because, I mean, that's, I don't have the interest in stuff just out. It's usually hidden in the suitcases under the bed.
Well, earlier when I put on the handcuffs, it stopped me from glowing. But
Yeah.
now that I put on one handcuff, it didn't stop me from glowing.
Yeah, you need a circuit.
Fine.
So now I was looking for the keys.
Oh, that's easy enough. She comes over and she locks it for you.
All right.
Do you frequently just go and lock yourself into miscellaneous things like this? Because
yes,
I know a club in the capital.
It's called having fun.
Oh, I should take you to that club in the capital. You
No,
really like it there.
no.
I've been known to be a clubman.
No. Feynman. No,
We've been to at least one club.
Oh,
I
yeah,
remember it.
the House of Moonlight Jewels and things like that. I can take you there.
No. Focus.
Oh God.
Andrew's
I
not.
want
not
answers. What are we doing with the book?
Habaru is not much of a clubman, as you may.
I mean, you're in the right place for the Hellfire Club, but
Guys, please. I want to know what we're doing with the book.
will it fit in a bag of holding?
I don't know if
Yes.
I want to put it in a bag of holding.
Why wouldn't you want to? What could possibly happen in the bag of holding?
Fine, man. Look at what it does to reality. Reality's like Play-Doh around this.
It would be touching the egg, admittedly.
Yeah.
Upon 1 second of a consideration.
Yes.
And Wicked's obvious suggestion.
I
Yes.
mean, you're talking a whole heap of words I don't really understand, but is there anything I can help with?
Please, can you grab Viper so we can discuss what our next steps are?
And can I have that
Alright.
necklace that blocks magic?
Yeah, certainly I can do that for you. I mean, most people don't. Mr. Feynman, are you telling me there's something
No.
I should know about you?
No.
Because I
What
got
should I-
plenty of collars.
No.
It's gone the bad way.
No.
Yeah, I saw those.
we did see the collars. They are familiar.
When you went through someone's stuff inappropriately, yes, you saw things. Stop going through people's things and trying to take it as yours.
I've seen worse in your trunk at home.
Oh, really?
Why are
He
you
has a
going
lot
through my
of
thing?
sword polish, if you know what I mean.
Songbird's trying to hide the smile on her face. I would have never guessed with biceps like that he polishes his swords diligently.
You're all fucking insufferable.
I want you to know I do legitimately mean sword polish with. Feynman does not know
Oh,
how
I
to
know.
construct double entendre.
Oh,
I
I
mean,
know. And
Okay,
does
so let me
Steven.
get this straight. You want one of the anti-magic collars?
No, we want Viper.
No, I
Please.
also want that.
No, just Viper.
No, we've got 2 separate requests.
No, there's only one real request.
Okay, I will get Viper and I'll see about the
Collar me up,
collar.
baby.
No.
I don't think it means what you think it means. But either way, I will see what I can do. I'll get Viper. You know, you can just come out and find her now yourself. You don't have to stay in a tent.
Trying to get these people to cross the street is damn near impossible.
Hey, was
Let
this the
alone
party
cross
where we
camp.
stayed in the middle of the road? Was that not this one?
This is not. That was Equinox.
Okay.
That was Ignition Point.
I
That you
was trying to
literally.
remember if we put the... we just made a tiny hut in the middle of a road.
Yeah, they
Just
did.
called it a day. It's just
In
like
the middle
1
of a
a.m.
city.
in the middle of a street. We just erected a tiny hut and went, yeah, that'll do. And you know what? It did. Nary a problem was had.
Songbird goes off. A few minutes later, Viper comes in. She's carrying a collar for you, Feynman.
Hell
No.
yeah. Describe the collar.
It
Leather.
looks. It's not a leather collar. No, it's got It is a metalwork collar. It does have kind of a chain to it, and it's more like just an amulet. But you notice the chain itself is actually quite durable. And she hands that to you just to lock in the back. If you choose to put it on, it will fuse together until like the charm is kind of set over it.
How do
to
we?
open it?
Who? All right, we could. Yeah, I'm gonna rely on you to remember how to open this.
I
I'm not gonna trust Baru. It's never gonna open this shit.
wouldn't even put it on you to begin with.
All right. Does it have to go on my neck?
I mean, technically, you can wrap it around your wrist. That could also work too.
Would it be too loose on my? Would it just
No,
like?
you can wrap the chain around and loop it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll get a bit of a wrist chain going.
Yep.
Do I stop glowing?
You do stop glowing.
Hey, there we go.
Incidentally, you notice the crystals in your swords also stop glowing.
Aha! I was waiting for the problem. Wait, so it blocks magic
On your person.
To
So
a radius
even if
of
I
5 feet.
in a radius of 5 feet.
Yep, so around you specifically.
Yes.
Oh, awesome! Does
Means
my
magic can't be used on
way
you,
of
cast
the
on you,
weave
you can't
count as
cast
magic?
The crystals, the ether crystals in your swords
No. But like, you know how through the weave I get technically access to Mage Hand, but it's not really Mage Hand.
Nope. Oh,
But
actually,
it's not magic though. It's
Oh,
like
no,
it's
that one's
manipulation
not.
of the weave.
Yeah, the weave is magic. The weave is magic. Straight up.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What were you expecting to happen?
I don't know what I was expecting to happen. It's called finding out, Andrew. You try things occasionally, and then you'll find out what's going to happen. I was interested.
Nah.
Do we need to bring the talking stick into this game too?
The talking stick.
Don't laugh. We need it in Power Rangers.
Just interested to see, like, what the effects are.
So while Feynman sits there looking at the fact that he currently is about as magical as, a grain of sand.
Why ask when I could do?
Exactly. Hubber, Viper. Viper looks at the room that's been slightly tossed over, looks at you.
Yeah, I
Hi,
know. I know.
hi. You must be Viper.
Yeah, I am. Viper Glass Crown. Well, that's what everybody calls me. I don't like the name my parents gave me. It's something, fancy. But no, you can call me Viper. You can also call me Lucky as well.
Did she go by Vipes?
No.
No.
I tried that as a kid once. Didn't work out that great.
So,
Well, nice to meet you, Lucky. Habru's told us a lot about you.
I
All
hope
good
only the
things, all
good
good
stuff.
things.
I was about to say, because he's got a lot of stories, and not all of them are good to tell in polite company.
Well, do you think
Yes,
I'm
no,
polite
very
company?
good things, like, very weirdly good things. Anyway,
Could be because I know all his deep dark secrets.
ooh, uh, questions for later. So it looks like we're in a tentative consensus to be working alongside the wolves.
Well, I'm glad to hear it, but you don't sound 100% sold.
Yeah, I'd be losing a lot. I think I've. I think I'm maybe tied for the most to lose out of this.
I can understand that.
Did Wicked just softly try and imply that Shady maybe not being able to find his wife again was kind of as bad as losing followers?
Trying to
Was
find her
that
parents.
was
She's
that
trying to find her
the?
parents.
Oh, okay, okay. No, that's more
Yeah.
reasonable. I thought she was just like, yeah. I mean, this guy's gonna lose his wife, but I have 800,000 followers, man.
I mean,
Well,
that takes a lot of work.
when
I'm
we
not going to
talk
be
about you,
famous anymore.
You can just get another wife.
well, okay, so you're talking about what you've got to lose.
Yeah.
Is it just, you're following on the social medias?
Well, no, not just that. Well, really, I do really appreciate my image. Um, it's also just I'm looking for people. My parents. I s- for the last 4 years, the Imperium's been my best bet in order to help me find them.
And do you have any reason to think they're in Nethrake in the first place?
No, I have reason to believe they're on the material plane, actually.
Well, considering the whole Hall of Records and everything's here, it kind of makes sense that you'd come here for it.
Yeah.
Down in
Yes.
Virat, you can actually access the Hall of Records. It's a place where they keep a record of all the living and the dead. But to get there, you've got to traverse through the other circles of Nethrake first, which is not exactly a hospitable place.
Right. I was hoping that, at the very least, if I spread my face far enough, they, I don't know, find me. Even though I definitely look a lot different now than I used to.
All right, all right. If you think they're in Thalamir, do you have a kind of region? Maybe I could help. My family does have at least a little bit of reach, and
What the
I,
might
fuck
be
do you
able.
mean a little bit of reach?
We got a little bit of reach.
Viper, you're a fucking glass crown. You can't say your family has a little bit of reach.
are are you like a princess?
No, no, not a princess. I'm just a normal person.
who's go on, say the rest of it.
Look,
Who's
the
what,
act,
Viper?
the actions of my daddy have nothing to do with me. I'm just trying to do my best.
Hey, what does your sisters do?
Magic.
What is oh yeah, what position?
She kind of does a little bit of magic, and
Yeah,
is
what's her title?
a queen.
Yeah. Hey, what's your brother do?
Just kind of just gives blessings over people in battle.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey, what about your auntie? And your other auntie? And your third auntie and your uncles? You can't
That's
say
not-
you're just a person when you have connections.
I'd rather not discuss aunties.
Fine, but the point is, Viper can help. As much as she's trying to downplay it.
I don't really have any idea over a region. I don't even really know their names. I picked my name.
Do you know what they look like?
No,
Probably
Oh.
kind of like her, but a bit different.
I I definitely look different from when I was a baby when I was separated from them. And I definitely look different now than I probably did then.
get him, Kev.
Wait, do we know how old? Oh, I heard "Get 'em, Kev." I got excited. Do we know how old Wicked is? Like,
Steve got there before you.
Steve, if I could ban you, I would.
Give him a warning.
That was hunting my prey.
And I'm sorry to ask this. What species is Wicked?
She she could be confused for a satyr, given how but she is a tiefling.
Okay. Oh right, because okay. And how do I ask this without being a giant dickhead?
Knowing you, you won't.
Just be a dickhead, man. Just do it.
Were you born a tiefling?
Yeah, I was.
Okay, cool. So I mean, you're looking for tiefling parents, then I assume at least one of them.
Right.
Do you know who your family made a pact with?
Yes. A hag by the name of Auntie Myrtle.
Oh,
That was very unenthusiastic. Oh,
we don't really like dealing with hags. They're not the same.
I didn't either.
Yeah. That being said, there is somewhere here that could help you. All deals have to go through the Nethreg system because it's the one thing that you can kind of trust demons on is they like their rules. They like knowing exactly the letter of the law and how they can twist it. But every kind of deal that's ever been made is kept here. Give me a second to double check the circle. Name of the circle. Gotta pull it up. Which circle is it? Great. Yeah. I'll be right. Da-da-da-da. Double check. Great. Most of your, I think there's one other thing I can double check. Yeah, it is. That's what I thought. Okay. Most of the pact and stuff you'll find in the Pride Ring. They tend to keep all of the lists of records down there of every deal ever made. So, especially if you've got the name Auntie Myrtle, you can probably. Well, that's a lead. You can have a look and see. I can ask my auntie if you like. She has some contacts through her friends, my brother, and things like that. That my brother knows a guy who works in the Pride Ring. He might be able to soften up an answer. But do you know what your birth name was?
Um, well, I always assumed Auntie Myrtle gave it to me. Uh,
All
uh,
right.
I always just went by Molly before I chose Wicked.
Molly. Okay, well, at least that's a start. Well, if you want, I can put out some feelers and see if I can find a record of Annie Myrtle's deals. Might be a starting point.
Uh,
I can also cross-reference it with Enthalamir too. Try and keep it a little bit more contained.
all right. If it helps, Auntie Myrtle always made sure to remind me that the deal that she never really told me the details of what I was traded for, but she always made sure to remind me that didn't end up working in her favor.
Well, that's not good. If I've learned anything through time, making deals with powerful beings usually never goes quite the way that people plan.
Only in this circumstance, powerful being got the short end of the stick. She was very keen on reminding me.
All right. Well, I'll see what I can do, and if I find anything, I'll get it sent through to you. It's the least I can do if you're going to help us.
Thank you. Means a lot.
I also understand that you guys are going to miss out on some funds and things like this if you decide to turn against the Imperium.
Well, that's
In the
kind
long run, probably.
that's
Hopefully, we
kind
can-
of why we need you here to kind of discuss possible next steps and options.
Okay. So you've already opened the book, though.
We weren't the first ones. Let's make that clear now. We didn't
Get him,
open
Kev.
the book first.
Steven, fucking hell, dude.
He's on fire today.
get his ass.
But yes, Feynman and I have both read the book.
We love you too, Steve.
Oh,
Destroy.
Okay, so yeah, you didn't open the book first, but the book's been opened.
Yes.
So the problem is, I do know that some of it's been dealt with before. It's Karada had a lot to do with it and things like that.
Right.
So, but the problem is that took place in Enthalamir, not here, and that was before the merge. So it kind of gets a little funky because while the land masses are the same,
The bullshit's different.
it might be different, especially since most of it originated here. You know, originally the Necronomicon was supposed to lead down to Virat and the gate, but the gate's been shattered. So, how do you summon something through a shattered gate? You know what? We can deal with that later. That seems like a much bigger problem. So what exactly have you got? What exactly has been awakened already?
Feynman, help me out
see.
here. There's the dead and Wolfwater, right?
Hold on.
No, I don't think we know that Wolfwater's been summoned already. I think we know that they're required. I think we know that.
I thought we had talked about the necromancer being in Wolfwater.
I was under the impression that that's what we needed to deal with Zembelli. Zenobelli
Zimbelly, that's what it was.
was the frog. So, but we don't know that the frog is there. We just know it's required. But we know also the Hell Tree is there, and what do we
So
call
we
the
got-
village?
We
Sherwood.
got Sherwood.
We got Zenobelli, we got the Hell Tree.
Okay, yeah.
And Viea.
Via. Okay.
Via.
All right. So Via's complete and the Hell Tree aside. I don't even want to know how you got to that point.
Oh, in the
But
Garden of Fear, I think. Which is technically the...
all right, so if I've got this right, you've got a creepy black ickery kind of thing.
Yeah.
What happened after that? Like what was there any kind of signs or anything that happened around the city after you discovered
was
Inkman?
Did the dead start rising again before or after Inkman?
That was before.
Right.
Okay.
We got reports of the dead rising like session 2.
What?
It was on the news like immediately.
Right, because when we took you to the
Or-
church, they were
Yeah, they
stumbling
were like
around
currently
already.
dealing with that.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that happened after, right? After we started dealing with it. Oh no, before?
Before.
No.
Before.
Maybe during.
I mean, we did just hear the news report that people are starting to get forgetful in the church district or in the temple district.
Yeah.
I mean, hazard and a guess. That might be a good place to check it out.
Right.
Oh, if you recall, we also like something about the god of forgetfulness was there as well.
Oh, right. That's the deal with the Hell Tree. No, that the deal with the first thing with Zany Belly. I think that's his name.
Yeah.
We gotta deal with the forgetfulness thing. That's what I was telling Viper earlier. To solve step 1, we have to jump to step 17, and that pisses me off. Ugh.
All
Okay,
right. Well,
so-
it sounds like you got a plan though to go and investigate the temple district in Moonblight.
Well, yes and no, because
What part of
You
that is
said
no?
you said
No.
the dead is rising and people are forgetting
on.
around the temple district.
Okay, but my concern is
Death?
My concern is getting my sentence to finish. My concern is we go to Moonblight, to the Imperium territory, and they go, "Great, things are coming back. Give us the book."
Yeah. That's why I was suggesting we leave the book with you guys.
When you were, if I got this right from the radio report, you were rescued by the Imperium forces?
The one you killed, yes.
Yeah.
Do they know you have the book?
Yes, I believe we told them.
Well, we told.
We told them presumably before our driver's head exploded and the car got destroyed. It makes the logical bit of sense that perhaps during that instance we may have, lost the book, regardless of what they otherwise might have reported, right?
Okay, so we're probably gonna have to move base then if you're gonna turn around and tell them that there was an accident. And
I mean, is that acceptable? Seems like the
Well,
cleanest way out, but
That's what we're trying to
Well,
figure out
and-
right now.
well, it
and on
certainly helps
purpose.
us out that we can truck you close to Moonblight, drop you outside the walls, and let you walk in.
and then you guys presumably just reset up from there. You've already...
Yeah. So
Yeah.
have we got a deal that you're joining us though?
I'm in.
All right, I can make sure to send Callie a message to make sure she can get a team ready to pick you up.
So
I mean, I'm in. You guys also kind of have to say you're in or not in.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm.
are we leaving the book here?
I can give you so Captain Cash of the Town Guard will be able to help you out on some of that, but also your handler, Callie.
Wait, Callie's in on this?
How the hell do you think the Wraith knew what train you were on?
I fucking hate our guts now.
What Shady, did you have your own bag of holding? Your mic
think
is
we
not
were all
working, but I saw you
issued-
mouth yep.
I think we were all issued our own bags.
Yeah.
Were we?
I believe so.
I-
No,
probably
you had to
Oh, no,
buy your own bag.
you had
of
to buy
holding.
your own bag
Yeah,
of holding. That
if you
was right.
remember. But
You
Shady
had
got
one
his
bag of
own,
holding.
and I believe
Yeah.
Shady's does not contain the egg.
No.
No.
Do
Didn't
bags
work.
of holding, like, would
Here.
it protect against this kind of magic? Would it be
Hang
detectable?
on. I have a better idea. Viper, is there anyone in camp who's like magically inclined who can answer that question for us beyond a shadow of a doubt?
I mean, Preacher might be able to help out with some God stuff, but beyond that, we don't have anybody at the moment.
Should we just like get a lead box, drop it in the box, and then put the box in the bag of holding?
I don't think lead's going to protect against eldritch magic, my dude.
About Schmled, the magic lead.
Well,
Yeah,
how about if we
magic
put
lead.
Feynman's necklace in the box with it?
Well, if you put it in the bag of holding, then it turns off the bag's magic.
Well, I'm just going to hazard
That's
a
a
guess.
that's a good point.
I'm just going to hazard a guess. There are some magics that even an anti-magic field can't protect again.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I was already there of like, if it was that simple, I don't think it'd be that big of a problem.
Well, I kind of only assumed that, considering that your friend here, apparently, according to you, he's
No, don't say it.
the
Don't
big
say it.
man
Don't say it.
himself.
Don't. Nope.
I am the big man.
Yep.
He is the
I'm
big
rather tall.
ranger man.
He's
He is a big ranger man.
ol' ranger
Big ol'
Feynman.
ranger. Yeah, he's
One
the
and
top
only.
dog. He graduated
Anyway.
the top of his academy, don't you know?
Top of my class, 300
Are
confirmed
you all
kills.
of a sudden Canadian? Is Harbury all of a sudden Canadian? Don't you know?
No, he's trying to get Viper to shut the fuck up.
300 confirmed kills of poachers.
The entire
or even
Hey,
graduated.
Thalmir arsenal
I-
available to him.
I'm just going to assume, though, considering that he is
No,
Ranger
stop.
Feynman.
Yes, because he's Ranger Feynman and only Ranger Feynman.
Okay, so how come he doesn't?
Because Ranger Feynman is too good at his job to let some magical blocking necklace stop him from being a great ranger. Ain't that right, Ranger Feynman?
Hell yeah, and I'll flick on my lightsaber, but it doesn't do anything.
Also,
See?
another point. So you know how the book like distorts things and like reaches out and tries to corrupt people around it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like when we first opened, like when the chest it was in mysteriously first opened.
Wow, crazy how that happened.
Yeah, crazy.
Weird.
I like heard it.
Well, that's kind of
think it-
odd.
I think
Which,
it's trying to reach out to me.
yeah, and there was a what we thought was a seat at the Hell Tree for you as well, which was concerning.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey,
I haven't read the book, so I'm not 100% sure. But what is
It's a good read.
I would not recommend reading it.
what does the Hell Tree do?
Be a giant pain in the ass.
What
by
pages came
itself-
after the Hell Tree?
By itself, it is a portal to the Feywild. By itself.
That doesn't sound too bad.
With the book,
But with everything else, though, is the problem.
it mentioned something about the Maidens of the Apocalypse.
Okay, so the 7 maids of the apocalypse. So essentially the
Mm.
harbingers of the sins.
And
If
there
there's
was
a
7 spots at the seat of it. One of them was very inviting.
I mean, infinite cosmic power of one of the sins.
What would your sin be, Wicked?
Um,
Too cool.
you know, for the life of me, I couldn't think of it. She's like stuffing her face with the cookies.
I was gonna say,
I like
do you have like a really bad temper? You just haven't showed us it yet. Are you wrath?
I like money as well. I guess I'm a little vain.
Eugene
hell
Krabs.
yeah,
I
sister.
like money.
Same, bitch.
I really do like I really like money and like fancy stuff.
You do magic, don't you?
I do magic, yeah.
What kind of magic?
Magic.
I'm a witch.
All right. So nature magic.
Yeah.
Have any other magical entities called to you?
Um Has there? Is there one I'm not thinking of?
I don't think you've heard anything yet. There's a specific thing, but I don't think
Oh yeah.
you've been in a situation to hear it. Oh no, you would have heard it when you were younger, but maybe you might not have recognized it, because you wouldn't have recognized it as a like it wouldn't have told you its name or anything. But living in Feyaware, you would have heard the call of kind of nature speaking to you, be it through your animal companions and stuff like that.
No, nothing out of the ordinary.
Nature calls for fun all the time.
Yeah. Indeed, Simon. Yeah.
I mean, if you know that it's kind of targeting you for potentially one of the sins, it'll probably continue calling to you and trying to tempt you.
Till you stop being a filthy, filthy sinner.
Yeah.
Nah.
There is always a possibility, though. If you can figure out what what sin you're being called to, you can twist it and potentially become the opposite, so become a virtue. It's kind of a cosmic balance thing.
Oh. Huh. I never really thought of it like that.
So what you're saying is she needs to give up material wealth.
No, because that might not be the sin she's being called for.
Cookies?
They gotta. Don't I have to fast?
Oh,
You need to
and
give cookies.
don't take it as you have to give something up. It's more you just consider your excesses. More the point.
Right. She like.
So drugs then. Because I'm cool with you giving up that one.
She like says like with the dream mist tea packet in her hand.
I mean, you've got
Okay.
a while to think about it, and you can figure it out from there later if you want. You don't have to think about it right now. Just as long as you're aware that it is calling to you, and eventually that call will become so strong that you can't undo it.
That's ominous as shit.
It makes sense. That being said, I don't really want to be near this book too often.
It's probably a wise idea.
Yeah. Again, another bullet point for leaving it with them.
I mean, would you want us to leave the book with you guys?
I don't think we want the problem isn't they want it, it's if we want it.
Well, I mean,
if
is
you
that
want to
even an
leave it with
option?
us, we can. I can always hand it over to my aunt and get her to watch over it, or even
Which one?
Which one?
Well, we're going to need it to work out what we need to do next.
well, she can
Yeah.
also she can always hand it over to the steward, and he can look after it for a while. You know, he tends to keep moving around a lot, according to what she says, moving
I
from
just
bakery to bakery.
I just don't
So-
think it's a wise idea to give away the book that's the plot of the campaign.
He's
mean-
made a copy of it.
Oh, but we don't
he's
get all the
created a
pages at once.
He's made a second version of the Necronomicon, so that now there's two.
Wait, what the fuck? What do you mean? Who's made a second one?
Well, written copy. I don't
Yeah,
think it's like
second
a
written
literal
copy.
a little.
Who?
I don't think it's not a literal Necronomicon.
Isn't it?
Yeah, I second Haru's question. Who did this again?
Who wrote the book?
I thought you'd been writing down the pages.
Oh, we wrote down what we could get, but we can't get all the pages.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
then that's the
I
thing.
wrote down the ones we need.
Yeah.
Like the ones that we have access to, we can. But the problem is, like, obviously, we don't have access to all of them all at once.
No.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
And I've been told you don't want access to them all at once.
I mean, because there's a fucking lot of it. Okay, so one pro.
I mean,
We keep our sanity safe, which is good. Right? We're all on board for that. The con is it won't be as readily available for us if we need to read it.
well, presumably the real con is it may never be available to us again, because it might do itself a missing and no longer be available anymore.
Well, and a second pro is that we won't need to hand it over back to the Imperium when we get back.
But why would we need to anyway?
Because they asked for it back. That was our whole job, was to go to this other city and give it to the people there.
But I thought we were going to tell them we lost it.
And that's fine. But again, presumably, if they see through the lie, right? Just assuming the worst case scenario.
Or they sense the book.
Or they sense the book. You can't exactly just whimsy cover it and no one knows it's there. It's a very powerful book, Feynman. It's your ranger guide.
I mean, it wasn't. If it was so easy to figure out where it was, wouldn't have, like, the Wraith have found it considerably sooner?
That's what the chest was for.
Can we get that chest back?
No,
It's
we left it in the
middle of the river.
wreckage.
Yeah, it's in the wreckage. Sorry, yes.
But we could go back and get it.
No, that's a week's drive. The people are gonna go, hey, why did you guys come back after a week? No, that's not an option. That's not a realistic option. Okay.
I don't think it's an option to give it up either. I really don't. I don't think that's the way.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. So we'll.
I think, speaking from a completely meta standpoint, if it becoming missing is a plot point, it will go missing anyway if it's on our person.
Well, it's less likely to happen in a bad time if we have.
I think if we give it away,
go missing if it's on our person.
I think if we give it away, it's not that it's not going to go missing. I think we're inviting it to go missing. That's my problem with it. It's very much a hey, it's not with us anymore.
It won't go missing automatically if it's with us. We have to lose it. If we give it away, that kind of raises the flag for that possibility to happen. I mean, regardless whether it's with us or not with us,
it's also like
there.
From like a meta perspective, it's the thing that gives us level ups. And you want to, like, if we move it away, then we're potentially missing out on the opportunity to get those level ups.
From a super meta standpoint,
oh, God.
the quote unquote thing that gives us level ups is the DM.
No, it's pretty outright in this campaign that interacting with things from the Necronomicon are what give us level ups.
Yeah.
Like, it's straight
Advancing
up
the
that is
plot
what it
line.
is. It's not.
There is
Advancing the plot line.
essentially 25 monsters in it, but 4 of them all in one kind of like section. So there is exactly 20 like
There's
levels there.
milestones to make.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so the milestones are tied to the book as well. I just don't think it's wise to give it away.
So
It doesn't. It's not
Well,
something
we
that I.
we should
have
probably
what we
keep
need from it
it.
now.
I mean,
Yeah, but then after that, we've got to
realistically,
come back and get it.
we should probably
Yeah.
just keep our hands on it, just for
We're
simplicity's
not going to
sake.
be able to keep our hands on it. They're going to take it away from us.
Is
I don't think
there-
they're going to take it away from us.
Hang on, Viper. Is there anything we can do to help hide its magical signature?
I mean, you're overlooking the fact that at the moment the Imperium believes that you're on their side, right?
Yes.
So why
Maybe they'll
don't
let
you
us keep the
tell
book.
them it's talking to you? They're clearly wanting the book awakened. If it's talking to you, it's going to give them an idea that you guys are going to keep doing the stuff in the book.
That could work. And that's not technically
It makes
a
us
lie.
sound like crazy people, but yeah.
Who cares? Crazy people to people we don't care about.
Steve suggested, in a
Yeah.
super duper meta perspective, settle this in a game of rock, paper, scissors.
All right. Man. Okay.
All right, I pick scissors.
I pick greatsword.
I picked dynamite.
Ah,
pick
you
spot.
lost.
I pick Max Shroom.
Like I said,
Uh.
you at the moment they think you're on their side. Don't give them a reason to think they're not.
I don't want them asking me to do things I don't want to do.
I mean,
So-
you're
Well, they
already
just
doing
ask. You can just tell them that we're doing it and then not do
it.
it.
Okay, but
Worst
also,
case, we just leg it.
But also, let's point out as well the fact that a lot of the stuff they've been asking you to do is technically heroic work. They're still,
Yeah.
she says in air quotes, good guys.
But also, if we tell them that the book is talking to us, we kind of get domain over what it's saying. So if they ask us to do something, you can totally just be like, no, the book says I shouldn't do that.
Well,
Does that mean you want me to hold on to it?
no, I think Feynman should stay hanging on to it.
Because it is. I'm the one that is talking to. It wouldn't be a lie.
I mean, Feynman and I can both read it. We can both say, yeah, we read the book. It says to do this, to solve this. I think once the Imperium hears, oh, we can read it and understand it, I think they'll be more than happy to let us go about our business. We may be over,
Especially if you're going to help them
problem.
achieve the ends that they want to achieve. It might get a bit hairy as you get further on because they're going to want to be involved because they want that magic at the end, that goal.
Yeah.
The book speaks to me. It says I need. It says I need mollies.
Let's just
I think it's fine. I think from there we're sorted.
keep the book. Just tell the Imperium 2 of us can read it perfectly fine. Go from there.
And the book talks
Right.
to Wicked, but Fireman's hanging on to it so it doesn't control Wicked.
Yeah.
That works.
Yeah.
I also might
Cool.
want her to hold on to it so it does control her. I think at that point we're too far gone anyway.
Yes,
Oh,
I
God.
think we're overthinking the problem. Let's
Yeah,
just
the
take it
the
step by
fucking
step.
apple.
Oh,
But-
yeah. Should we like get rid of those?
Absolutely not.
I mean, okay.
You haven't
I
eaten
mean-
one yet. Let me tell you, once you see the benefit, you'll be like, Maybe we
I
just
think the benefit
sit
is I
around
don't
eating
put
these
evil in
all
my
days.
body.
Yeah,
the
but
benefit?
at what
I'm not gonna put
cost?
Eldritch Monster in my body.
But at what
What's this gonna-
cost? You're missing out.
No, I'm
what's the-
not.
Once you see the benefit, you'll be like, oh no.
I'm gonna follow my
Nah.
god's example. I'm not gonna put eldritch monsters in my body. Thank you very much.
I think
So
currently your god's example is to do exactly that, considering what's on your armor now.
No, the one
That's
I
a bit tricky,
worship.
champ.
Yeah, I don't worship the one who marks my armor. He's kind of a dickhead.
I think you kind of do though.
No, the one I worship dealt with the book once, and I'll just follow his example of dealing with the book. Again,
Anyway,
it'll be fine.
what was I saying?
Like I said, we're happy to drive you to outside the city walls. The last thing I want you to do is actually wander through the forest. It's a bad
Yeah.
idea. We can drop you outside
Yeah.
the city walls, and
So
we can organize Callie to, pick you up, make it look like you've trekked through the forest for days on end after a tragic accident because the wraith has taken, the Imperium forces out again.
yeah,
Trust me,
Sure.
we can easily
we-
make him look like your enemy. Says in air quotes again.
So, story is, we were on our way back. We were attacked by the wraith once again. We managed. We were in a bad accident. Well, on purpose. Then we managed to fight him off or get away.
We were in a bad on purpose.
and now we're
Fought
back.
him off. Yeah.
And
Yep.
the book is talking to us now. Not talking to me. And we need to hold on to it.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. Cool.
I guess we got a game plan.
Let's go.
So do you want
God
to
damn it! I have to do paperwork.
Yo.
I
Oh,
mean,
yeah, that's right.
bureaucracy has its downsides. Now you see why I'm out in the field most of the time.
All right, what's our credo? How do we break meetings? Do we just death to the Imperium or what?
Cheers.
I don't know. Let's go get lunch.
Let's go get lunch. On 3, team. Put your hands in.
Really? We have to?
Yes.
Yeah. Team building exercise.
Yeah.
1, 2,
I'll put my
3.
gloved
Let's
hand
go
in.
get
Max room.
lunch.
Go get lunch. Did you
Max
say put your
room.
wife's hand in?
No, I put my gloved hand in.
I feel like I put my wife's hand in. I ain't touching that shit.
He puts his wife's hand in. I put Max Room's hand in.
Okay. So as you guys break and decide to have something, well, some more to eat in Feynman's case, we'll just take a quick 5-minute break.
We're just all gonna go
go to the
get
bathroom.
something to eat.
And yeah,
All right.
we'll be back in 5 minutes, guys. Welcome back, everybody. So, before we dive back into the game, take it away, Brax Bronxton.
All right. Hello, I'm Brax Bronxton, and you're watching Gadzooks, your number one source for nothing but truth. Truth and more truth. Seems the priests in the temple district are losing more and more of their marbles by the second, as the number of undead wandering the streets continues to be on the rise. Meanwhile, we have finally gotten proper confirmation that the now Sigma Squad, or as the Hellions as they've come to calling themselves, that they are in fact alive and well and on their way back. However, that news has been a while now, and they seem to be growing increasingly late on the return. So, whatever the Imperium's confirmation is worth. Meanwhile, we have no news on what information they've been spreading or what sort of mission they were sent on and why it ended so disastrously. What exactly are they trying to hide from us? And why are they not allowing us to interview any of the survivors from the wreck yet? This is Brax Bronxton signing off. Stay focused and stay alert.
Yay!
The real star of
don't-
the show.
I don't know if Brax
Yeah.
Bronxton would want to interview any of the survivors of the train crash.
Yeah.
We'll see.
What do you mean? Like, he absolutely would.
You mean Happy Tree Friends and Friends?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'd be dying for that interview.
Hell yeah. Please tell me more,
They've-
small mammal.
Well, no, they've turned, so that's perfect. It's like, what has
Oh,
the
yeah.
Imperium done here? They're turning these people into monsters.
Yeah.
Okay, so Richard Feynman eats his fourth bowl of stew. The rest of you, what are you guys doing?
Smoking.
Smoking?
Contemplating
Uh,
existence.
Wicked is eating more.
It's back in 2 seconds.
They do
Also
bring you.
having stew.
They do bring you some just plain dark chocolate Wicked.
Yay, dark chocolate. She likes dark chocolate.
Is there a bottle of whiskey here anywhere?
Oh, I second that.
There is a gentleman who is sitting across from you. He seems to be sitting on one of the containers eating from a bowl of stew. He's got quite a large bushy beard. You can see that he has just a loose fitting linen shirt with like some burn marks and whatnot on it. He reaches into the side of the container next to him and pulls out a bottle of whiskey for you. This gentleman here. Come up. Come up.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yep.
a lad.
A man after my own heart.
Well, yeah, of course. It's nothing like a little tipple after a hard day's work.
Don't be shy. Let's dish it out.
He hands you the bottle.
I'm sorry, but that voice just took me off guard.
You got the giggles now, do you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I love it. Don't get me wrong.
So he pulls out two tin mugs as well. Hands one, pours some whiskey, hands it over to you.
Do the same. Wicked, you want in on this?
Yes, please.
He fumbles around, grabs out another one.
Make it
Another
three.
cup.
Smallest in the group, right?
He's pouring and handing. So you're a new recruit, I hear.
Sort of. Are these all the same size cups?
Yes, they're just like little
Okay,
camping
okay.
mugs.
Okay, yeah.
I was gonna
Wicked is the
say
smallest
if
in the group, right?
yes, size wise.
Yeah, yeah. I think like by a good margin as well. Yeah.
I can't help but notice you got a bit of predicament. And he kind of gestures to your hands, Habaru. You all got metal parts or not?
I'm not too sure.
Double amputation. They're pretty nice looking.
They're not amputations. They were flesh and blood earlier.
And how'd you
Now they're
manage
not.
that?
Someone blew up the train I was on.
That wasn't a very smart idea.
Yeah,
Unstable Ethereum, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, what kind of idiot would do something like that?
yeah. Some real jackass.
Well, you look like you guys know your way around some decent armor and stuff.
Yeah, I'd say I do. She says she like she like flutters her very nice cardigan.
Is that like a combat cardigan?
Yeah.
Of like, oh, it's got like the cutest design and all the highest grade, ballistic weave material.
Don't make fun of that. There is actually a combat trench
not.
coat in the selections.
Yep.
Yet
It is
that's why I have my armor.
Yeah.
Yep.
it is that's actually what my armor is also.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's just reflavored to armored cardigan in my inventory.
Oh yeah, no, I wasn't being like
Yeah.
sarcastic when I said like, yeah, like totally. It's very fashionable. Combat
I've
skirts
noticed.
are a thing in the setting, I
I
imagine.
I noticed that you've also got some holy symbols. You're a priest.
No,
Holy
not at
man?
all. Nope, not my god.
Padre.
What?
Padre? You're
No.
not, no religion whatsoever. You just like
Oh, I
having
mean,
gold suns all over you?
it wasn't my choice, and I can't get it to go away. But yes, I'm a follower of Karada.
Ah. Yeah. I mean, makes sense. Makes sense. You look like you know your way around a sword.
What gave it away? The great sword, or the fact that it's tethered to me?
I mean, chaining your sword to yourself is an interesting choice.
I'll never lose it.
Yeah, but it also will inevitably snap your arm if it ever gets caught on anything.
Yeah.
Oh god,
Which
the advanced
before I would have worried about that, but ding ding, he'll clack his knuckles together. I'm
Oh,
not
so
too worried about that now.
So they're not bone inside that?
I mean, this is assuming that
How far did you think about your power, Habaru?
no. I don't need to. If whatever can break metal is hitting my arms, why would my bones do any better?
Oh, that's fair. That's a smart choice.
It's just that's just my thinking behind it. Of my bones aren't going to do any better against the thing that breaks metal if it hits my
Yeah,
arm.
no, absolutely makes sense.
That being
But
said,
and Thalamirian make? He's like gestures to your armor.
yes,
Ah, so man of taste and quality.
yeah, something I partially worked on. And I'm still working on.
Oh, do you have a maker's mark?
Yeah, and he'll kind of like thump his collar, like directly where it meets his neck. There is the stamp of his mother's, like basically her signature on the armor.
Oh, so you're from up Wolfwater way, I see.
Yeah.
Ah, so you know Viper then?
Yes.
Nice, nice, nice.
Yeah. Katona Igiriet made the armor.
That's some nice pieces.
Yeah.
From what I hear, bit prickly, but
Listen, just bring her whatever you need done and she'll get it done. If you want a
look,
conversation, go to my father.
yeah, you don't necessarily want all that softness to be used in the words and the flowery language. You want that softness to come in the treating of your metal, so that you're getting something that's just given the true love, yet the essence of your love is getting into it. Soft hands, not soft mind.
Well, no, she has incredibly hard, calloused hands. What do you mean soft hands?
How you treat it. As in, you can't just throw it around and treat it disrespectfully. You gotta craft your pieces like you're molding your lover.
I'll glance to Wicked and Shady. This conversation's getting weird. Sure, man. I guess.
As in, you gotta put every piece you make has to have a part of yourself in it, so that people can tell that care has gone into making it.
You're saying it in a weird way, but yes, I agree.
I mean, you get it, mate, don't you? And he kind of nudges you, Shady.
Oh yeah.
I would like to make a sleight of hand check while this conversation is going.
I need an adult. That's what I need.
I'm gonna. All right, 22. Wicked. While this conversation is going, she has stolen the whole bottle of whiskey.
Okay. You've tucked it inside your combat cardigan.
Yeah. Well, not tucked it away. She is currently drinking from it.
Okay. Well, how do you what kind of principles do you take when you're building something?
I think you're trying to apply a lot of structure to a person who doesn't have structure in that regard. I mean, yes, I go into a project with a goal in mind, but I go with the flow of the craft, not structure out every little thing. I make plans, don't get it wrong, but it's not as convoluted as some might expect it to be.
Okay. So, what project are you working on currently?
Right now, none. I'm currently gathering materials
What for?
to make stuff.
Yeah, but for what? You can't just collect materials and carry it around. From what I gather, you're pretty transient at the moment.
No, I can.
So you just plan to collect ingredients for no purpose beyond I might need this one day.
No, it's pretty common craftsman thing to collect materials.
Yeah, if you've got a shop, not if you're traveling around a lot and got to carry everything with you.
I mean, it's not like I'm carrying on logs of wood or anything. I mean, it's just like a few random bits and bobs. Like the bulk of the things I need, I'll just buy in the town. But like the really exotic stuff that you can't find anywhere else is what I'm carrying around right now.
Okay. And what do you want to make with it?
A weapon that could slay gods, my man. What do you want me to say right now?
It's a pretty noble idea.
No, that's not. Blackstone, what do you want? What do you want me to say? I'm just trying to collect some things so I can figure out what I want to make.
I'm trying to figure out where your direction is. You've said you kind of tinker, you've made some armor. You clearly don't vibe with my principle of building things. So I'm interested in learning and sharing. You might have principles you've learned from your mother that you might like to share with me.
On save. I I'm just trying to find, I guess, some use in the materials I have on hand. Certainly, I have some stuff on hand that I could make something with right now, but I'm trying to save those for a special occasion. Figure out what I want to do with them.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
Oh my god.
You good, champ?
Feynman has knocked over the cauldron looking for more stew.
At the moment, Wicked, you got a nice buzz. Oh, I love.
Yeah. What would be? This is whiskey, right? Is that considered hard liquor?
It is considered hard
Yes.
liquor. You had to make
That
a
is a
12
hard
because you're not.
liquor.
Yeah, you had to get a 12. You got a 14. So you got a nice
Yeah.
buzz, but you're not
Yeah.
feeling intoxicated yet.
If you're drinking a whiskey and it's not a hard liquor, someone has done you dirty.
It's a hard liquor in context.
I can't turn on my
For
camera to wave
Wicked.
back now.
Yeah, no, you're completely right. For Wicked, is it a hard liquor? She's probably drank harder, I imagine.
Yeah. I mean, she's certainly drank a lot of whiskey.
She's drank things that will make paint peel off walls.
Yeah, I would like to argue that Wicked should have a diplomatic immunity to whiskey.
Diplomatic.
No, there
immunity.
there is a. I hardly know it. Okay. So if you want to know when you're drinking, the DC is 8
Yeah.
plus the number of levels of drunkenness already acquired, plus the alcoholic strength of the beverage. Hard liquor is a 4.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm looking at it right now. I'm keeping track.
So she needed to get a 12 initially.
Yeah. And she is still drinking.
Yep, she's still good.
Also, does my resistance to poison apply to this?
No, I will not say.
No?
Alcohol, I will say, is a no.
All right, cool.
Unless it's
Awesome.
specifically designed to be a drinkable poison kind of thing.
Isn't alcohol meant to be drinkable poison?
I mean, technically.
Not for the logic of this.
Yeah.
So,
Anyway, please continue.
So,
I will
see.
I will roll again. I will continue to roll.
You just continue drinking.
Alcohol is the mind pleaser.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get an idea about maybe we can share techniques or,
I think I'm too novice in the craft right now to even
Nice.
consider sharing techniques.
which you can see there the level of drunkenness you have now. You've got a disadvantage on
got it.
perception check for that. Yep.
Man,
I'm
that's
gonna put that here.
being realistic to real life. You start off great, then you start to go a little bit lower on those saves.
So the DC also gets higher the more she fails.
Oh no.
All right,
So-
please continue.
So yeah, I really don't have any tips to share right now.
Well, you could always ask me if there's any tips you want. You say you want to build a god-killing weapon.
No, that was just a hyperbolic example. I'm not trying to actually build one right now.
Right now.
No, you know what I mean.
Considering what's in our bag, we might need
If
them.
if there's ever a time in my life where I need to build a weapon that can kill gods, my life quality has seriously deteriorated.
Yeah. Or
Awesome.
hear me out. You've discovered a fervor for life that you just want that through.
To build a god-killing weapon, you have to prove it can kill gods. Therefore, you have to kill a god. I'm not too keen or interested in proving that or testing that theory or fact.
You might
Me. Pick me. That's bullshit. Pick me.
I mean,
I
From what the
volunteers tribute.
That was funny.
from the
Wait.
tales that are going around the camp, you might need it in the future, though.
No, nope, I will not, because everything's gonna stay perfectly a-okay. And whoever told you that should shut their whore mouth.
Oh my god.
I'll let Viper know that you said that.
I'll fucking get her over here. I'll tell it to her face.
You can feel a hand on your shoulder. The problem is doing all these accents. I keep getting stuck now. Right. I gotta do the
Oh,
old
yeah.
rolling trick.
Big
What
swig for
are you gonna tell to my face?
You need to shut your
Big
whore
swig
mouth.
for-
Stop telling people the thing I told you.
You mean the fact that you've got the Necronomicon and
Stop. The other thing, the thing that you cannot say, that you shouldn't be saying.
Oh, I want to hear it.
Oh, that bottle of whiskey was full a minute ago.
Oh,
Now it's empty.
Actually, hold on. What's the
Huh.
Berserker's Con? Okay.
Dex saving throws and checks have disadvantage.
I thought you
Charisma
were telling
saving
us to
throws-
make a dex saving throw. I was gonna say
No.
shit.
Oh no, we're further
Yep.
on than that. We're up to 3, aren't we? And charisma saving throws. So all Dex and charisma saving throws and checks have disadvantage, and all perception checks have disadvantage. That's where she's at the moment.
Yeah.
Great.
A non-discerning eye. She seems fine though. She looks fine. Because I got a good con.
She's swaying a little bit.
Shady's just been nursing his whiskey the whole time while he's been smoking.
I haven't even had a chance to drink mine.
I mean,
And
is
in a
this,
similar vein, Feynman's been nursing his stew,
I mean, is this
taking little sips out of the bowl like Shady.
what about you, Feynman?
What about me?
Are you looking to make a god killing weapon?
Why not? Can we?
No.
I certainly think we could probably try. We might need it to deal with some of these creatures.
Hell yeah, let's start right now. What do we need?
Nothing.
I mean, nothing. You can just make them out of nothing? That's incredible.
Yeah, Feynman with the power of your mind. Yeah.
The
you
power
learn
of
the-
friendship.
Don't tell him that.
Yeah. No,
Don't
stop.
tell
Okay.
him to make a god-killing weapon with his mind.
Everything's fine.
Richard Feynman, God Hunter.
Everything's fine. We don't need to make one because everything will be okay in the end. We'll
I don't
figure
know, that
things
sounds
out.
pretty handy.
Viper flops down onto the ground next to you. You know, Habaru, you've gotten real, like anxious lately.
I wonder why.
You seem stressed.
And with friends
Are
like
you-
these.
Are you sleeping all right? Eating enough fiber?
No, because Feynman keeps on eating all the fiber bars.
They're very
At least-
key.
At least he's regular.
Cinnamon
Fiber,
flavors, my
hotly
favorites.
inhaling. I mean, you seem kind of high strung. You never used to be this way.
No, because that's when I was hanging out with Wisteria, in which I didn't have to worry about anything. I just let him fuck up his own life. And I laughed, and then he taught me how to swing a sword, and then he beat the shit out of me. And then he taught me how to not get the shit beat out of me. And life went on, and that was fine.
You know,
But-
your friend here, I mean, the glowy sticks aren't really glowy right now, but he looks like he knows how to wield a sword. You know, you could always spar with him.
No, I'm good.
Afraid you'll lose?
No, ha, real funny. No, that ain't gonna work on me. No, it's for reasons. And because
Hey.
we've been too busy lately to do stuff like that.
Hey, Viper, has he always had that bulging vein in his temple there?
Oh, no, that's new too. Oh, look at it. Kind of flaring
Oh.
and like flickering.
It's huge.
He's had that as long as I've known him.
There's a lot
You
you can
know,
say to
right-
that.
Right now, Habaru, you got nothing but time. We're not going anywhere until later anyway. Probably
Right.
looking at looking at Wicked. You're not going anywhere tonight.
Which is why I'm just trying to sit here at the campfire and enjoy a drink.
Wait, is she suggesting that me and Habaru fight?
Oh,
I need you
yeah.
to roll a d4, please.
Hell yeah.
Do I need to make a dex save?
Not you. Not you.
Let's see.
No, that's what I'm
Wicked
asking
is-
because of this. What's about to come
which
up?
one's that? Which one's that? Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Oh
no!
yeah.
I just want to be known I'm not sitting next to Wicked.
Everybody,
kinda hoping-
okay. I need you guys to all make me a charisma saving throw, please. Apart from
Charisma.
Wicked.
Charisma's.
6.
Kind of hoping for 2.
Oh,
but 3 is
fuck.
all right, also.
So who's sitting where? You're sitting around the campfire, but who's sitting where? I would ask just quickly, move yourself on the map where you're sitting because this will actually determine something.
I know I'm not sitting next to Wicked, so I'm probably. I assume Wicked's like right there, unless she wants to be right next to Feynman.
Let's see.
Whichever spot she wants to be in.
Do 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 do. I double click my token. Do 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 do. Shady.
Okay. Well, it's okay because
Okay.
Shady actually succeeded,
Oh, yeah,
so
he
that's
passed.
fine. He's fine. However, Habaru, who's next closest,
Oh, for fuck's sake.
becomes the target of Wicked's ire.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna get that fight you wanted after. But she
Oh,
has
crap.
disadvantage on all attack rolls, and you have advantage on all attacks against her.
So as you're talking about fight, he's like, "Yeah, why you afraid to lose, Habru? You big baby, huh? Huh? What do you know?
Oh,
Huh?"
God, this is how
She,
this
like-
night's gonna go.
She like goes to shove you, but because you're much bigger and stronger than she, like just shoves herself back.
Viper, why do you think I'm the way I am now after like 3 weeks with these guys?
You just carry on casual conversation as she's just lightly trying to hit your armor.
Hey, Wicked, maybe we should stop. You
Come
know,
on, put him up.
I would hate to get trounced by you. It would really hurt my pride.
Yeah, come on. That's a soft
Jesus
one.
Christ. That's
Come
so
on.
fun. I almost wish you would roll the 19, that natural 20, because that would have been so much more funny.
Wait, Wicked does have advantage. She can
No,
if
she doesn't.
she did the
Disadvantage.
recap.
Nope, she
I-
doesn't. She's very
Ah.
drunk.
I do have inspiration from the recap.
But she has
You
inspo
do.
though.
You do. Would you like to use your inspiration?
You know what? Screw it. I don't think we're gonna be doing much else for this session.
Sure, we'll let you have
0.
That's spicy.
You know what? I'll take the 0.
Oh God! Someone's playing. Shady starts playing the harmonica.
Yeah, this is what's going on in her head. She thinks she's doing something really cool, and she's like really letting Habaru have it, but really she's just going dink, 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 dink against his armor.
And she's not stopping Habaru. She's just.
I'm
You
looking
can
Viper
see-
dead in the eye as this is all happening.
Oh, she's covering her mouth with a smirk. Just. She's your
on, let me see.
friend. Go on, Habaru.
Who are you
Clearly-
laughing at?
It's all right,
Huh?
Habaru.
What do you?
Okay, Wicked, let's go lay down. Come on, buddy.
Yeah, I'm gonna
So-
lay you out all right.
You stand
Yeah.
up. Do you try to guide her?
How much does Wicked weigh?
Let me look. She weighs 138 pounds.
I
That's
already know
50
how this is gonna go, but
That's
No,
53 kg for the non-Americans.
I will look at Wicket and go, all right, buddy, let's go to bed. And I will grab Wicket and just throw her over
Roll
my
me a
shoulder.
contested grapple first. With
I mean-
advantage, of course.
Yep. I think
Because she's not going quietly.
Yeah.
She's an angry grump.
Sweet 4, dude.
You just watch. I'm gonna reverse this grapple.
That's so funny.
You now find yourself double grappled.
She
Well,
you go to-
I'm flying now.
You go to grab her. She stumbles over her feet as you manage to hoist her up on your shoulder. You're a long way off the ground, Wicked.
Oh, please.
Oh yeah, flying power bomb.
Oh no, you got me. Oh no. Which
Alright.
tent's hers that she's gonna be staying in?
Hell yeah,
this
I
one over-
won. Who's next? What are you looking
Oh.
at?
Okay, Wicked, let's go. And I will carry Wicked off to
Oh,
the
dear.
tent that she will be staying in for the night. All right, buddy.
You're lucky I'm. I'm lucky that. No. I'm unlucky. No, you're unlucky. I'm gonna fuck you up.
Yeah, buddy. I'm so lucky you're so kind and generous not to give me.
Wicked, are
You
you
know, a
continuing to
thrashing.
kick and stuff?
Yes.
You can feel her feet kicking against your chest plate, Habaru.
You hear the ding of her hooves clank against your chest.
Oh, don't do that. I'll have to buff that out, and that'll be irritating.
Her tail's smacking across the top of your head.
Does she have does she wear like
Yeah.
horseshoes?
Nope. Oh yeah, she would wear horseshoes, wouldn't she?
I think she has cloven hooves.
Yep, there you go.
Goat.
Yep. So
Yeah,
no,
no.
she doesn't. She's got a tail and hooves. Hoofs.
Yeah. Yeah, as she smacks you in the face with her tail, you notice it smells like cinnamon.
Oh, I'm.
Yeah, she's been into the fireball.
I unfortunately do like cinnamon, but not in that regard. All right, buddy, and I'll lay her down in her tent. All right.
According to the rules, until you keep fighting unless you're unconscious.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, go fight those that bed.
Wait, hold on. The drinker will continue to fight until victorious. Such as the target flees also
Yeah.
works. So,
Well,
I mean,
if he
I am
leaves-
clean.
If you flee, she then goes and finds a new target to fight.
God.
yeah, that's what I thought. Hell yeah.
What?
So she's right here now. She's like, hell yeah.
Could I just like?
knock her out.
Can I just grab her and just shake her a little bit? Like, stop it!
Ah,
God, I feel like a shitty person now.
Shady will walk over and go, Wicked, sleep it off.
what?
You have a new object of your iron now.
Wait, but his put level 2 suggestion.
Oh, you're gonna have to
Oh.
make me a wisdom save with disadvantage, please.
Oh, wait, is that with disadvantage?
Actually no, because it's only perception. So nope, just
Get a fucking double
Yeah.
Yep.
natural
Fucking
20.
wisdom save.
You fail.
Just fail.
Just. But you do listen
fail.
to his suggestion, Wicked.
Damn, I should have saved my inspiration.
So you head back into the tent and go sleep it off.
Fine, but not because you told me to.
For other unrelated reasons.
Yeah, I'm just tired.
I
from
want to.
I'm just sleepy from whooping Habri's ass.
You You go in, you hop into bed, and you
Yeah.
fall into drunken stupor.
This is Songbird's bed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I dragged you over to the tent next to it. I don't want you sleeping in the tent where all the sex toys are and all the...
She went into Songbird's tent.
No, I would have stopped her because I was helping her.
No, I want to go to bed.
Yeah, and I will guide her into the tent she's supposed to be going into.
This is the tent as far as Wicked's concerned. This is the tent she was supposed to be in.
Yeah, look, there's a bed right here, and I'm still grappling her, I guess, technically.
No,
know if I
I
ever
need to get back to my. I want to go back to my cookies.
If I bring you the cookies, will you stay in this tent?
Hold on.
You should be sleeping.
I'm
Very-
trying.
She's trying.
Don't- As you say that, she like takes another swipe at you and misses.
You know what? As Wicked is taking a swipe, I will just let her go and let her fall to the ground.
Okay.
Okay. You want to sleep in the tent and freak yourself out in the morning with all the handcuffs? Be my guest.
When?
I try to do the right thing.
1-1. Anyway. She
We'll call it a draw.
Shady will just lean over to Harbour and go, we can always move her when she's asleep.
Feels weird. She needs to learn her lesson.
Okay.
Okay.
You let her sleep on the floor of Songbird's tent.
Yep.
I mean, she'll
Okay.
go to the bed.
Okay, she'll crawl up into the bed and slither in.
Yeah.
Does she ever at any point in the night start throwing up projectile vomit everywhere?
That won't be till the morning.
God, I hope so.
Let's see.
So cover
It's
all
It's called
Songbird shit.
nauseated.
Yeah.
Are those magic cuffs still here?
I believe Feynman's still got them.
Yeah.
Fireman, give me the cuffs.
Wait, what are you going to do with
No.
them?
So someone doesn't get up and go walk about.
We're not cuffing
I'll-
Wicked. She's super not about that.
No, that's a really bad idea.
When she goes missing, you can deal with it.
I will.
Shady,
Okay.
do you even need to sleep?
Nope.
You can just watch her then.
And you're having to go at me for being creepy before.
You don't need to just sit on her chest and look her in the skull. Just like sit outside the tent or something.
Fine.
Okay. And with that, you guys, Wicked goes to sleep for the rest of the afternoon because it is like 1:00 in the afternoon.
All right, time for me and Habaru to fight.
Oh my god.
We can do that. We can do you guys fighting next
No.
week. You can let Andrew
Well,
get prepared.
No, not next week.
Not next
Oh no,
week.
not next week. So to everybody, we won't have a game next week at this point in time. The week after,
traveling.
Someone's
someone's
traveling.
traveling.
If I'm not afraid to put this on the internet. If you can make it to Cape York exactly on, I think, the 14th, I will be there. We can meet in person.
Alright, I'll schedule a flight.
It is like 1,000 kilometers from a city, but that's fine.
I'll need to sleep in your car, but I'll schedule a flight out.
That's fine. The car has tents.
Okay.
Okay, well, on that note, so no game next week, and we'll see the week after, depending. But otherwise, thank you for joining us, everybody. It has been fantastic to have you here. And if you like what we do, go watch all of our stuff on YouTube. Otherwise, have a wonderful rest of the week. Drink plenty of water, get plenty of rest, and look after yourselves, and have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are in the world. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.